Should we believe the hype?
What hype?
The hype about Booby Miles.
No, hype is something that's not for real. I'm all real.
Okay, welcome back to the BelieveNoHype Podcast, where sports and entertainment meet culture and all hype gets put to the test. I'm your host, Mal Rizzo. I got my main man, A7 himself, and CMB is on the desk today. Make sure you guys like, follow, comment, subscribe, and share. And let's jump into some NFL action for this week. I mean, we're getting close to playoff times. Divisions are going to start to be getting won week by week, game by game. Let's have a little bit of conversation about, as we head into the direction of the playoffs, as the season starts to wind down.
This is the best time of the year for the
Best
NFL.
time of the year. I mean, listen, we can start off with Thursday night's game. It didn't have playoff implications for the winners, which were the Atlanta Falcons, but it did set the Buccaneers back just a little bit and opens the door for the Carolina Panthers to take over that division in the NFC South. What was your take on that game?
Listen, we've been saying it all year.
Mm-hmm.
It has been a tight race in a lot of these divisions.
Mm-hmm.
NFC South is no exception. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been the class of that division for the past 3 years. They've been number one. And this year, the injuries is looking like got to them a little bit. This year, it's looking like the defense is struggling a little bit. Baker
They
is
seem
trying
fatigued.
huh?
They seem
They seem
very
fatigued, right?
Yeah.
Baker is trying to put a lot on his shoulders right now.
Mm-hmm.
The breakdown of the game, sloppy game. Whatever they did to that field, bro, before the game, crazy.
It was in
People-
Tampa, right?
Yeah, it was in Tampa,
Yeah.
bro. Everyone was slipping left and right, and they were saying that if you didn't have those big stud, the old cleat that we had,
Yeah, the screw-on one.
screw-ons,
Yeah.
it was going to be difficult. I mean, I guess it had rained beforehand, so the game was sloppy,
Yeah.
not just on the field, but penalties. Atlanta had 19 penalties. That's like the
Jeez.
second most ever in history that a team has won and overcome
Really?
19 penalties. Yeah, some shit like that. It might be second or first. It's somewhere, I think
A
21.
lot of
I think
penalties.
the Raiders had 21 in one game.
That's a lot of penalties.
Yeah, 19 is a lot. But you know what? Raheem Morris has been saying this all year. He's like, we got to find a way. We got to find a way. We've been making fun of him, saying like, oh, like he's Mr. Find a Way guy, and he can never find a way. But they finally found one. They got a field goal kicker. They got special teams working for them.
Yeah.
They got
I mean, your record would be a lot different if you had a kicker
Listen,
consistent early on.
they would have 3 more wins. They would have beat Tampa Bay in week 1 or week 2.
Yeah.
Right? Because that was just Younghoe Koo missing a 30-yarder.
Yeah.
Right? They would have won probably against Indianapolis in Germany, because that was a field goal away as well. So that's 2 games right there, and there's a couple others. I mean, it's the NFL, yo. There's parity. The games are tight.
Yeah.
And
Any given Sunday.
and on any given Sunday, you can get a winner. And especially when you got someone like Kirk Cousins, who just is perennially good against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think I saw a stat that said he's like 15-3 against them in his entire
Wow.
career, which is crazy. He just got their number. I think he likes South Florida or something.
Yeah.
But last year when he played against them, I think he threw for like 500 yards. Now this time he throws for 375 and 3 touchdowns. Kurt had a day. I think sometimes when you have a lot of talent on a team, you can overcome some coaching.
Yeah.
And I think this is one of those moments where like they just let their athleticism fly. Like
What-
Bijan was running all over the place. Kyle Pitts had 160
He had a great
something
game.
yards. His
That's how he should be playing.
his first 100-yard game since his rookie year, bro. Since Matt Ryan.
Feeding him the last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
I mean, they have bodies obviously out. Drake London's out.
yeah.
But they got to find a way, even when Drake London's on the field, to feed Kyle Pitts,
Yeah.
feed
Yeah.
John.
And I think you said a couple weeks ago, oh, like with Drake not there, it's tough to put Kyle Pitts as a wide receiver because he might have the size, but he's not like fast enough. He's not like wide receiver enough.
Yeah.
Like he's big, but he can't move.
Yeah.
And it's true, he can't, but there are ways you can split him out like they've been doing in
He
this
has
game.
straight line speed.
He
That's what
does.
he has. He doesn't really have like breakdown and then accelerate speed, and he doesn't have shifty.
And you have
Right.
to use his height as the weapon.
Exactly.
The
Which is
issue
what
with
they
him
did.
is
Yeah.
you can't use him like you see guys like Dallas's tight ends or Philly
Right.
tight ends
Yeah.
or all these successful dudes, Arizona, LA Chargers. He's not big enough to go across the
No.
middle.
Yeah, they-
Scared to put him across the middle. So it's like, okay, if this guy
He's a big. He's a target too.
Exactly.
Even though he's hard.
and as an offense, you want to get to the middle of the field.
Yeah.
That's where you want to get because that's the most space to create from.
But
And that's the issue with him.
he's a yak tight end, and he was showing it off.
Finally.
Here's what was really cool, right? So Mike Evans came back after the collarbone, right?
Yeah.
We love seeing him back. I mean, I know I'm a Falcons fan, but I'm also a huge Mike Evans fan. And Kobe Bryant, our unrestricted free agent who we picked up, right?
Mhm.
who we've been wanting to see. Falcons fans know we've been wanting to see him all year because Mike Hughes hasn't been playing the best. Like we wanted to see how he would rock, right? So he got his first game, and he had to go against Mike Evans. And your first game to go against, or second game to go against Mike Evans, that's pretty difficult. So there's this play where Mike Evans just runs a straight go route. Baker Mayfield throws it up.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe Bryant is in perfect position, literally like in perfect position, right in front of the ball. But Mike Evans is just 6'6" or 6'5", whatever he is, just so much bigger, pulls it down. They almost took a page out of Tampa Bay. The Falcons took a page out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers book because that's exactly what they did with Kirk Cousins. He was going against these 5'10" corners. He wasn't going against anybody who was like, I don't even think they have anybody who's super big on that team. I think they got Parrish or whatever, but they just throw the ball up. Kyle Pitts, come down with it. That's what you got to do with guys like that who, like you said, they can't run the best routes. They're not shifty. Just put the ball up there and see what happens.
So tell us, what does a success look like for the rest of the season for the Falcons? Like, obviously, they're eliminated from the playoffs already.
Yeah. Is
it just winning out? Is it tanking for a better draft pick?
You tank because they don't have a first-round draft pick.
Well, there you
right?
go.
So you can't tank.
So the rebuild has to start right now.
The rebuild has already started.
Who's gonna stay?
Right. So
who's got value?
Yeah.
So success looks like how are you winning and how are you losing?
Right.
That's the biggest thing because
Right.
it's about development. Right now, the biggest thing that the Falcons are excited about and Falcons fans are excited about is the defensive core, right? Jalen Walker going crazy.
Yeah, the young boys.
James Pierce Jr. has had a sack in 6 straight games now. You know what I'm saying? He's made his way up. They're both in the rookie of the year thing. Xavier Watts, so it's like we got these guys who we don't have to re-sign any contracts on the defense, really, maybe a couple D tackles, but nonetheless. So success looks like, can the defense keep developing?
Mm-hmm.
Can we show that the 2 first-round picks that we got are worth the 2 first rounds? Because right now
they're worth it.
They definitely are worth it.
I think they proved it already.
Yep. So there's that. And then it's, on offense it's going to be difficult. I think it's show off Kurt. He's been playing well. I know they haven't been winning that many, but he's been playing well.
I mean, he's definitely got to be a guy who is about to have some trade value.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of teams need quarterbacks. I'm not convinced that a lot of the guys coming in this new draft class are long-term solutions. Some of them maybe. There's probably 2 or 3.
So success looks like keeping the development of the defense together.
Yes.
I need to see good coaching decisions because Raheem, sometimes he just does some weird stuff.
Do you still want him to stay? I know you don't want him to stay, but do you?
No, I want Raheem to stay for the 3rd year.
Okay.
Not because I like him or because I think that he's a great coach, but I think that a coach like him relies a lot on his staff.
Yes.
And if those guys are not doing well, then it weighs.
Do well.
They're not going to do well because he's the type of guy who's going to stand in front of the bullet, yada yada, right? So it's like, okay, he fixed the first year he was there. The defensive coordinator was ass, right? So they kicked him up out of there. Right now, the defense is good. This year, the offensive coordinator's ass. He's kind of been ass for 2 years. So they might kick this guy up out of here, right? Zach Robb. So maybe they can get themselves a competent offensive coordinator. And if they can do that and play some complimentary football, they'll be straight. But I think the biggest question is going into the offseason. So that's what success looks like.
Yeah.
Raheem doing some good coaching decisions, calling timeouts at the right time, keeping these guys in games and keeping them playing hard. And that defense, I'm just going to say those are the only 2 things. And that defense, developing and staying well and playing well, right? The difficult thing is going to be if Kirk keeps playing well, do you trade him? Do you keep him? And what do we do with Penix? Because after watching Kurt in these last 3 games,
I think,
and then watching Penix
out there.
Exactly, and watching
saying that.
No. Here's the thing.
Think about it. Week, dude. When we started week 1, we were having the same conversation.
Yeah.
What were we saying? Kirk's the better quarterback.
Yeah.
Penix has possible future upside.
Yeah.
Who do you play? And you were like, dude, we gotta have Penix. Penix is the guy.
Yeah.
Penix is the guy.
I was being right in the hype.
He has all the tools. He has the cannon.
He does.
He can do it. But what did we see happen?
The experience.
The experience. They didn't give him the reins. They
Right.
didn't give him the full control of the offense that Kirk obviously had. It looks like a different offense.
It does.
Pass offense.
It does, bro.
Complete different pass offense.
It does. And it's crazy because you know, Penix has the sauce. Like I'm gonna tell you y'all this right now. Like he's got like that thing that you're like, holy shit, right? But like you said, it's the experience, it's the limits. Penix kind of limits you, not just because of the movement and the injury, but because he doesn't, like you said, he doesn't know NFL football. He's only played a season.
Compare him to the other young guys, like
Exactly.
like a
I don't
Jaden
think-
Daniels.
I think-
Does Jaden Daniels limit you?
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of.
Does
But CNB said there's no, like
Does
he said
Drake
this a
Maye
few weeks
limit
ago,
you?
there's no excuses for Penix not being ready for the NFL.
Right.
You've been you spent a season last year in the NFL, and now you had a full off season just like everybody else. There's no reason. That's not an excuse. Oh, he didn't play a pro style in college. That's not
But
an excuse.
here's my counter. Here's my counter to that. Jaden Daniels is really good. Obviously, the injuries this year, but even when he hasn't been hurt, he's been having his struggles because when Jaden Daniels, when he would get into trouble,
Sophomore
he could run, right? Some of these guys, Jackson Dart, when he gets in trouble,
could run though.
nah, but he's a kind of man of glass a little bit. He's kind of like Chad Pennington in that way, where it's like, not even Chad. He's kind of like Teddy Bridgewater in that way, where it's like, okay, he's got the physical tools to throw the football, but if he runs, you're kind of holding your breath, like, please get up. Please get up. He's not one of these guys. So it's like, and even Drake Maye to an extent, it's like we're watching him play really well. I think that's just like a situation where the defense is so good there. They play really good complementary football, and Josh McDaniels is just kind of a guru when it comes to play calling. But we're seeing around the league that there's different situations where it's like some of these young guys are very limited on what they can do, and they're not relying on those guys to win them the games. They're relying on them to make sure that they just play the game.
Do you
So
think
what I say?
What?
So what I say is like, let Penix. He needs the hard part is he's now hurt, so he can't even develop in this offseason. So it's like,
No, you
now,
can still develop.
Can you?
Still, yeah, you can still develop mentally.
can you run through? Can you? Okay,
Mentally, yes. Mental
Mentally.
reps matter.
Through the
So we'll
VR
see.
headset stuff,
right?
Yeah.
That Jaden Daniels was.
So we'll see
What's his
because
exact injury right now?
ACL tear.
All right, you can still
Yeah.
stand in one place and throw the football.
Yeah.
Like,
So we need to see the
mentally go through all.
we need to see the
I know.
development. I think me personally, if I put my GM cap on, I'm keeping Kurt. I'm not going to try to trade him. You got you don't really need to do much in the draft this year. Like, it would be great to have a first round pick, but I mean, the things that you really need to fix, D tackle, maybe a corner, maybe a wide receiver. You can get those in free agency and in second, third rounds. I think that's possible, but maybe just keep Kurt, let him ball for a little bit, ball till he throw it till the wheels fall off with Kurt, and then when the wheels fall off,
Dude.
make the switch again.
But
But
you wasted these guys' season.
whose season?
The
Yeah.
whole defensive season,
Right,
Bijan's season.
that's the
Drake's
thing.
season.
Yeah, they
So
would-
then
they-
what do you?
but-
So then what do you? If you put your GM cap on, Mal,
They're
what do you
in-
do?
They're in
situation?
disarray. They need to add some talent. They need
Yeah.
to or figure out how to build the team and run the offense based on the talent that they do have.
Exactly.
Right,
Bijan Robinson, there should be no reason why
right.
that wasn't the focal point of the offense. It didn't seem like it was. Even if they were trying, it didn't seem like it.
And that's why I feel like a new coordinator could help that.
A new coordinator would
run-
absolutely
Give
help
Kyle
that.
Pitts blocking for Bijan.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. To be honest, I think this last game is a great. I think this puts Kyle Pitts in a situation to where you can be like, yo, now we can trade.
You can
Pitts.
dangle. Yeah, you can dangle.
Like, now we can say, yo, look at this Jimmy Graham. We've been saying we had Jimmy Graham. Now he looks like it.
Listen,
You know,
you,
Algier, trade Algier. I love him, but
you guys brought up Drake Maye.
yeah,
The Patriots. That's
Mm-hmm.
a team that's definitely playoff bound. Right now, they're in the hunt to try and win an AFC divisional title from the Buffalo Bills. I think they do win that if they beat the Bills tomorrow. And my thing is this: if they beat the Bills convincingly tomorrow, how much more questions do people have about the New England Patriots heading off into playoffs?
I think it's this. We know what their defense is.
Yeah.
They're top tier in points allowed and situational defense. So
Mhm.
in January, like, that's
Yeah.
everything.
That
That's
matters.
fucking
That's
it matters.
And they
you
can
know?
convert.
And they
they
can
convert.
convert
Yeah,
at a high rate.
Yeah,
I think they're scoring. I think they have to stay consistent scoring.
Exactly.
They've been doing pretty good. You know, they're scoring 23, 24, 25, 26 points a game.
Yeah.
I think you have to be able to, if you can do that and play good defense, like CMB was saying, they're set up to be good. I know, listen, they had a pretty good schedule, pretty fair schedule in their favor this year. They can't help that.
Yeah.
But if they can, this is the toughest opponent they probably have
Yeah.
left. They play Baltimore. But if they can knock Buffalo off convincingly, I think people have to,
if they can,
respect what they've been doing.
if their offense can at least hit 30 points,
Yeah.
I think they're real deal because they've just been scrapping out wins.
They can
Yeah.
get to 30. I mean, we've seen them get some 30-point games out
Yeah.
there now. You know,
It
it's
just doesn't
possible.
look.
It doesn't.
great.
Yeah.
Like, their defense just comes up with plays when they need them. Like,
And one thing I've been noticing, I feel like every game Stefon Diggs gets better and better, bro. Like, I feel like I notice him.
but
I
they
see
don't
him
have
for
to
8
rely
months.
on him.
he's a
And that's
master
and
decoy.
Right.
Exactly. He's the master.
they don't have to
decoy.
rely on him. They're getting plays out of Mac Hollins, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mac Hollins, Pop Douglas,
Yeah.
Kayshawn Booty. Like, they got guys, Hunter Henry, the
Yeah.
running backs. Like, they're like the old New England. It was like,
Yeah.
there's not studs everywhere, but like the guys are making
When your
plays.
number's called, you're making that.
When their
play.
number's called, you're making the play.
Yeah, no, I think they get disrespected a little bit, but this weekend's gonna be
They
a
definitely. This
big.
weekend's big, and I think I sent you on Instagram the incentives for the end of the year.
He did. A lot of incentives guys are going to be chasing.
So on the Patriots, our boy Stefon Diggs has a big incentive for $200,000 coming up if he can just get 6 catches.
6?
I know 6 is a lot to get in a game,
Dude, 6.
But
what I'm
for the
saying-
rest of the season.
it's for the rest of the season.
Okay.
For the rest of the season.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is like when you know you
$500,000 bonus too.
when you know you have like 200,000 sitting on the line or something like that.
$1 million?
Yeah, $500,000, bro. You're gonna be sitting there like, oh, maybe I'm a whatever you say, coach. Can you, Josh?
Draw me something.
Can you make sure I get?
But you know what? He's the
free?
highest paid player on the team, and he's been showing it in his leadership skills.
Absolutely.
He's been, I think he's probably one of the older guys on the team, one of the more veteran players. He's shown a lot of leadership, and he's been worth every dollar. Even though he hasn't put up crazy numbers, he hasn't had.
I mean, he's gonna have a 1,000-yard season and probably 100 catches.
Possibly, but it is possible that he doesn't.
He's helping create the Patriots' identity and culture, kind of what it was before, because you had a lot of returning faces in the coaching staff, in the front office. But that thing of being selfless, being an all-pro, I already did it. I proved I could do it at a high level.
Yeah.
But I'm selfless.
Yeah.
And I'm a verbal leader. Like I saw with the Giants for the past 8 years, like with Daniel Jones and Dexter Lawrence, all these dudes, they weren't really leaders. Like even OBJ wasn't a real leader,
Right.
No,
he was not.
But then you see a guy like Jameis come in. He's a backup quarterback and a better leader than we've had in the last.
Yeah, he's a leader of men.
He's a leader of men, and that's the difference. Like once you got a guy like Diggs, like everybody looks around, and is like, okay, we gotta step it up. Like there's a standard.
Now, right now, the Patriots are neck and neck, record wise, with the Denver Broncos, and they're in the race for the number 1 seed. Now, which one of those teams do you think is going to end up with that number 1 seed, and which one is probably the better number 1 seed? I know a lot of people love that Broncos defense.
Yeah,
but I feel like the Patriots are a better all around team, and I know I'm a little bit biased, but you guys tell me who do you think is more? Who do you believe in more headed towards the playoffs, the Broncos or the Patriots?
I believe in the Patriots more because they're a more consistent football team, but I think that the Broncos are more dangerous. But I believe in the Patriots.
Definitely Broncos are dangerous.
I kind of disagree. I say if the playoffs start tomorrow, coaches rather face Denver's offense than New England's defense.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Denver's offense pops off sometimes. All of a sudden, Portland's
they can be beaten.
They're explosive.
They can be beaten. They can be stopped.
Right, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
Portland Sutton doesn't always show up.
Right.
Franklin doesn't always show up.
Right.
Ingram doesn't always show up.
Exactly, bro.
Running backs don't always show up.
I'm telling you,
but when they do, bro, they put up numbers, bro.
Yeah.
We saw them 2 weeks ago, bro.
Yeah, but
that's the defense. That's defense driven. I feel like though.
Exactly. Yeah, but
They know they can go out and call any play on offense because they're like, oh, we have to rely on our defense. We can rely on.
And if they have to throw the ball, our pass rush is pretty dominant.
And you know what? And I'll be the first person to admit. Last year, on draft day, when Bo Nix's name was called, I wasn't exactly sure why they were picking him when they did, and now I'm like, oh, that was the exact right pick for them.
Yeah,
for Sean Payton.
That's
Sean
what he
Payton knew he needed a guy. That was the guy he saw he could get off what he wanted. Are there probably better guys out there that he could have gotten, whether it be veteran or in the draft? Yes, but I think Bo Nix has ended up being a great fit with Sean Payton.
And Sean Payton likes them to be mentally. They like to be mentally strong because he's going to be screaming. He's
flashy.
They're
flashy. New England's way more surgical.
Yeah, for sure, very surgical. And just to give you the exact numbers on Stefon Diggs, he needs 6 receptions to get 500,000, and then this to finish the year, and then if he gets 295 more receiving yards for the rest of the year, another 500,000.
He had $1 million on the line.
Got $1 million on the line this year.
Jeez,
6 catches and 300 yards.
But you don't
like,
in what 3 games, 4 games?
In DB meeting rooms, they're talking about.
Oh, for sure.
Meeting rooms, they're like,
for sure.
You let this guy get a bonus on you, you're a clown.
Facts.
On
the other side, in the NFC. And specifically in NFC West, we have a race for the NFC West title and for the number 1 seed between the Seahawks and the Rams. Both those teams are teams that we've been talking about this year.
Yep.
Again, teams that we don't get to see as much on the East Coast because those 2 big-time West Coast teams. But those are 2 teams that I could see either one of them showing up in San Francisco in February for a Super Bowl. I mean, I probably think the Rams, if I had to pick today, I'd pick the Rams.
Yeah.
But the Seahawks have been very good all season.
Bro, they're peaking. Like that's the thing with the Seahawks. They're peaking right now, and it's crazy.
But they could still get better.
Yeah.
They've made a lot of mistakes. There's some plays they left on the field.
Yeah.
I can imagine if they get better, like Cooper Kupp hasn't even done anything all year.
No.
Imagine if in the last couple of weeks of the season they can get Cooper Kupp going with JSN, Rashid Shaheed. They got some tight ends that go on the running. They got 2 running backs.
Yeah.
Like They have great defense. Like they're very under. That's the whole theme of the show. This is a very underhyped team in Seattle.
But remember, Stafford, as the season goes, he just gets better and better. And then once January,
as his career goes, he gets
better.
Yeah, 100%.
I haven't watched a lot of LA, but I did watch the Seahawks.
I watch a lot of LA. I watch their games.
I watch LA too.
They played.
Luka's like my favorite player in the league right now. I love Luka and Devontae too.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a great duo, bro.
Great.
And then they still have Atwell and
Kyron too.
Tutu's been kind of hurt. They had some young kid.
They got some young kid. I can't remember his name. Yeah, Winnington.
Yeah.
But I watched Seattle play against Atlanta 2 weeks ago, and they're the type of team where it's like in the blink of an eye, they're up 14 on you, or they're up 20, and it's like you don't exactly realize what has happened
because it's hard to score on them.
Right, exactly. It's hard to score on them. Like they got some good linebackers, got some good defensive back,
and they'll go for 60 yards on offense. Like done.
It was like I'm watching the game. I'm like
kicker.
I'm like 7-7, whatever, 14. I'm like 14, 7-7, whatever it was in the first half. I'm like, we're straight. Then all of a sudden it was 37-14. I was like, what the fuck?
Like I wouldn't be surprised if in February it was like another Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see those two teams lining up.
I can see it. That would be tight.
Or Patriots Rams.
If it's a
Broncos Seahawks.
Yeah. If they do Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl, it would be dope if they could do the throwbacks like the Sean Alexander Seahawks.
Yeah, I wonder have they ever worn throwbacks in Super Bowl?
No, they haven't.
So you don't think NFC North is gonna have any shot at the NFC?
I just watching them, bro. I don't know.
Packers.
You
like the Packers right now?
They're peaking. They're peaking now, which is nice.
Here's the thing with the NFC North: the Bears. Even I feel like the Bears have been a way better team than the Packers this year, surprisingly. But not somehow, but because the Packers tied, even though they both have 9 wins, the Packers have that tie. So they're technically their win percentage is better. So they would win the division if the season ended today. They'd win the division. Even though I feel like the Bears have been a better team.
As the season went along, the Bears have just gotten better.
And I'm very surprised. I thought the Bears were going to be like a 5-12 team this year.
Well, let's be honest, bro. Like Ben Johnson found his new Gibbs,
and Caleb's not even playing perfect yet.
Right. Yeah. But the two running, like when he started playing Monungai,
the whole game changed.
Now they got two.
Yeah,
Monungai's the Montgomery, right? And now Swift can just it's just like all of a sudden their offense just looks way different.
Yeah.
But their receivers haven't even been playing great.
I know. I thought Dunze and them were going to go crazy.
Dunze doesn't look like I don't know.
Moore's been having a great career, low key.
Yeah,
and he hasn't been doing anything spectacular. But they're winning,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like
the Vikings are still in it mathematically.
Yeah, mathematically, but
they don't.
But they're not passing the eyeball test.
They don't scare.
They don't pass the eyeball test.
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy's not the answer. They're talking about if they can try to get Daniel Jones back next year. If he's healthy, like. They're not. I don't think they're believing in JJ. I don't. And you normally win a quarterback like let's say we're treating this as JJ's rookie year because he was injured all last year. They're not like they don't seem like, or this could be a media driven thing, but it doesn't seem like there is a lot of grace being given for JJ.
Well, remember the storyline because here's the problem. It's the Vikings beat writers that are creating the storylines, and they've been there. They watched him come in, he's the guy, highly touted, and then boom, he's out. He's done.
He's a little weird.
He's sitting. Then he comes back, and then immediately becomes a meme.
Immediately
becomes a meme.
Exactly.
So it's like they're realizing like he probably doesn't win the locker room over because you just saw it through the little lens of just him in the locker room. He's a psychopath. And then the public realizes he's a psychopath. His play on the field, he looks like a fucking middle schooler. Like, he's not efficient at all at looking through his progressions. His check down throws are erratic.
He plays very erratic. That's the right word.
He should have stayed in college if he could have. And remember what he did at Michigan.
Yeah,
he didn't have to throw the football.
He wasn't. He had two great running backs, bro. And a phenomenal defense, and a coach who was one of the greatest coaches to ever coach the game. I would say.
And then
10.
Look at Penix in college.
Yeah,
Penix had an arm. He
had to do a lot.
He had to do a lot.
My thing is I just feel like they have a very good weapon in Justin Jefferson, and they just don't have ways to get him to rock. The last couple of weeks, I don't think he's having 3 catches in a game.
Which is so crazy to think because when Joe Burrow went down, they weren't winning games, but Chase was still
putting numbers
up. Like, how can you not get the ball to your best player? It's not like
he had Joe Flacco.
He eventually got Flacco. I think that's a coaching thing, though.
Yeah.
They're
You think
gonna
it's a
be- well,
McDonald
remember-
or O'Connell thing?
It's
Yeah.
a twofold thing.
Maybe.
It's a twofold thing. Remember, there's two ways you scheme in a football game. There's X's and O's, so the
Right.
coach writes the play, right?
Yeah.
And then there's alternates. Okay, if you get zone, then you
Yeah.
hit and find space. If
Yeah.
man, keep going. Okay, whatever.
Right.
But then the other thing is this: what the players do in the play. So there's times where they'll come to the line of scrimmage, and the defense knows if they look left first, it's a run.
Yeah.
If they look right first, it's a pass.
Right.
But now, if the quarterback knows that the game is, I'm going to play with them on this play.
Yeah.
I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to fuck with them, and then it's a touchdown. Those little like game within the game things,
Yeah.
rookies don't have that.
No.
Vets have that.
Yeah.
That's why Stafford is so elite, because it's like, yeah, you see the no-look throws, but you don't see all the little small hand gestures and
Yeah.
consistencies that the defense is watching on film
Yeah.
that he changes and modifies. Like Cam talks about that all the
Yeah.
time, about the little things he would change.
And that's what we were saying earlier with the experience thing, which is why a team like the Colts is going to say, "Yo, let's bring Phillip Rivers out here." And I'm not saying he's going to go out there and ball out, but I'm thinking they're probably thinking like, "Hey, he can read some defenses. He's got good rapport. His arm is still there. Like maybe we can get a little joke."
We don't know where his arm is.
That's true. We don't know where the arm is. We don't know where the arm is.
But he looked a little overweight.
He did look overweight.
He looks a lot out of shape.
Yeah.
He's been sitting. I want to say he's been sitting on the couch, but he looks like he's been sitting on the couch. He's been coaching. He's been coaching high school football.
All right, let's
He's been coaching high school football for the last 4 or 5 years.
you asked this question about Atlanta. What is successful like? He's got to go against the Seahawks.
Yeah, they're gonna eat him up.
Game 1.
He may get hurt.
He's going to get hurt that
He may
game.
get hurt. I would have. I'd go with Riley Leonard. And I think Ryan Clark made a good point. He said Riley Leonard's been there
Yeah.
all year.
Notre Dame, right? Out of Notre
Dame. He
Yeah.
played 15 games last year. Went to the champion. It went to the Natty. His skill set is that he's mobile, so he can get out of the pocket. He can make plays. Give him a chance. You're not even giving the kid a chance.
Yeah.
They already
He
said
didn't even get
Phil's
to
the
start a
starter.
game yet.
They already said Phil's the starter.
That's what I'm saying. They're not even giving Riley Leonard a chance, bro.
But it's like that thing of like, remember, like Jordan Love sat on the bench, but if all the quarterbacks went down, you think they would have thrown Jordan Love in there? Probably.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing. I understand Phillip Rivers, his brain is going to be more elite than probably about 25 or 26 of the court, because the level of experience, just like Flacco, right?
Yeah.
But Flacco's been in the league
I know
consistently.
he's been playing.
Right, he hasn't been out.
Yeah,
Phillip Rivers, it's different, bro.
Been out.
You think you remember that game speed until it happened. You're like, oh, not only am I 10 steps slower, but everybody else is 20 steps faster, because the game gets faster and faster every year.
Yeah.
So it's like this could be a Disney story, or this could be a disaster.
Yeah.
For the Colts.
Do you think this is the thing that makes the Colts fall out of playoff contention and have the Jaguars now be the Jaguars are the number 1 right now.
100%.
Right.
I think
in
the
that
Colts are
division.
still a better team than the Jaguars.
Yeah.
I just think that and again, I don't know what the status of Anthony Richardson will be, and if when he's healthy.
What did you say he did?
So he was stretching with a resistance band, and it had one of the poles on it.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know what happened, but the pole, like it slipped back and cracked him in the face.
Oh my god.
And broke his orbital, which is his your eye socket. So he lost a little bit of partial vision loss. He was gaining his vision back. They were waiting until he had 100% vision for him to play again.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's at. They were saying a couple of weeks ago he's maybe a few weeks away. But I don't know.
I just talk about pennies being made out of glass. This guy can't seem to freaking.
Yeah, he's having a rough go of it.
Having a rough go, man. Especially after having such a successful rookie year, it sucks.
He's having a tough go of it.
So keep it on the Colts. The
Mhm.
last guy to leave for a few years and come back and have success at quarterback in the NFL, Kurt Warner.
Oh,
He was out essentially
That's right.
94 to 97.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Cut by the Packers, worked at a grocery
Back
store.
at grocery.
Yeah, that's
played in
basically
the
like at the
Green League,
beginning of his career started.
and then he played in NFL
But
Europe.
but that's different. You're talking
came
about
back.
the beginning of somebody's career versus the end of somebody's career.
But no, didn't he come
that
back?
was-
That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah,
bro.
that's
Yeah,
and
but
then
he
came
wasn't
back
out
to
of
win
the
a
league.
Super
He
Bowl.
wasn't really out of the league. No. But see,
He later led the Cardinals.
when the
Oh,
time
no,
you're
wait.
talking about, he came into the league. He didn't play.
Yeah,
He got out of the league.
Yeah,
Came back in the league.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Now we're talking about a guy who played for freaking 20 years, left for 4 years, and now is coming back.
Right.
Yeah, like because the only guys you could say is like Doug Flutie. That's the closest one.
But he didn't have to come back and be a starter.
And he played in
came back.
Canada, and then he
Yeah.
was playing in Canada the whole time. Nobody's done that where they've left for a few years and came back and had.
No, I think this is unprecedented for the quarterback position.
For sure.
President.
be-
And it's not like he's got a dog to toss it up there to either. Like
I mean,
Josh,
Michael Pittman is
Michael
not
Pittman,
bad.
I guess.
Good.
Yeah.
No, he's good. He's
Daniel
good.
Jones, Alec Pierce, they go get the ball.
Alec Pierce is nice.
One thing about those kids is they will go get the ball.
All right. Well, let's see if he
So-
can toss that thing 50 yards now.
He can't throw the ball past 40. He never could throw the ball past 40 yards down.
Nah, he can toss
He
the
can
thing
toss
a little
it.
man.
He could toss it,
Look,
but
I mean,
he's always had 6'5", 6'8" guys to throw the ball
Listen,
to.
they said this.
Vincent Jackson, Antonio Gates.
They
you know what I'm saying
They said this about like Kurt Schilling. Like Kurt Schilling, is he in the league now? I mean, the MLB right now?
no, he's
No, right.
Schilling.
long
He's
gone.
long gone, right? So they said
Kurt
this.
Schilling was like when we were kids.
Right. So when we were kids, they said that like one of these sports talk radio guys was talking about this with some of these older quarterbacks, right? He was saying like Kurt Schilling one time told the media after like he got rocked or whatever in a game, they're like, oh man, like, can you not throw the 100-mile? Can you not throw the fastball anymore? You can't throw 100 miles per hour. He goes, I can throw the ball 100 miles per hour. I just can't do it for 6 innings anymore. He's like, I can only really do it for like 3 innings. And I think the same thing with like Phillip Rivers. It's like,
Does he even have the stamina?
right? Like any even
the arm
any
stamina.
throw, like okay, he might
He could
get
do it for one game. Look at you do
Right,
it for
one
one game.
game.
Can you actually take a run?
But in practice, you're taking 400 reps throwing the football. And
Right.
then in the game, you're before the game, you're throwing another,
Like in a week,
400
yeah. In
times.
a week, yeah.
Yeah. And so that's the issue. It's like, you're right. Can he handle that?
yeah. And the Texans are still coming.
The Texans are definitely coming.
Texans are still coming, bro.
The Texans are definitely
Tear that ass up.
Listen, they were. I have the
The
Texans.
Seahawks, they got the Texans.
They're rising from the proverbial ashes.
Bro, it's nuts.
They were like that was a team that we were talking about a couple weeks ago. Said, are they dead in the water? And now they're right back in the hunt for it. They could possibly take that division spot away from Jacksonville or Indy. I think they might be a better team than Jacksonville.
They're
Jacksonville's at the top of the division. I think
finally they're not ahead of expectations and they're right there.
they're right
Yeah.
there.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
That
What about the
offensive-
Jags? Are the Jags ahead of expectations? They definitely did more than what I expected out of them this year, especially with given the injuries, losing Travis, losing Brian Thomas for a little bit. Their tight end was down for a little bit.
Hunter's down.
The AFC feels like super open right now, but that's dangerous because the Jaguars have completely plateaued. They've reached
Think
the
so?
point, 100%, where it's like, okay, we know what they are,
Yes,
and
you know what they are.
People can't beat them though.
they're not dominant enough.
But they're like
That's
winning
the
games
problem.
like closely.
Exactly,
Yeah.
they're not dominant.
Yeah, they're
enough.
not dominant.
And they don't look like the Patriots, where the Patriots look clean. They're
Yeah.
making plays when they need to make plays.
I like Liam Cohen though.
Yeah, I'd like
I will
Liam
say that.
Cohen.
I like him.
I mean, their defense has stars on it. I think.
Would you say they're
Oh yeah, for sure. For
Stars.
sure. Their pass rushers are stars.
Yeah. Or what's his name? Travion Walker or something
Yeah,
like that?
Yeah,
bunch of
bro,
them. Yeah.
bunch.
Would you say?
Lloyd,
Yeah, Lloyd.
Josh Allen.
yeah.
Josh Allen,
Yeah.
Yeah,
elite.
yeah.
Would you say that they're similar to the Eagles in the way of like they still don't play like
Well, everybody's better than the Eagles right now.
Well,
The Eagles are trending down right now.
yeah.
I'm just saying in the style of play where it's like it's like you know what they are, but for some reason
No, because what the Jags did is they took a bunch of first round picks and
True.
free agent, and they made it happen.
develop them
And they
into
developed-
players.
Where Josh Allen's been there a few years, but then
And the Eagles are one dimensional. Like
yeah,
everyone,
one-dimensional.
they were trying to prove that they weren't one dimensional, but it's shown that they're one dimensional. If they can't run the football, they can't win.
And every year there's like 3 or 4 teams that's the team where vets want to sign to win a chip,
Yep.
and they're one of those teams.
Yeah.
But they've like unloaded all these guys, and it's like, okay, you have a big roster with all these guys. Brandon Graham came back. All these
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do now?
Yeah.
Hurts still can't throw the football downfield. Brown is inconsistent. The defense is inconsistent.
Yeah.
Can Saquon get
Yeah.
going again? Like
Yep.
what's the identity?
Yeah.
Like
That O line isn't dogging people like they've been for the last 4 or 5 years.
That's true.
they feel figured out.
They were dogging people for years.
Yeah.
And this year they're just not able to do. I think
They
what's that big guy they had?
my lot?
No.
Lane Johnson?
He left and now he's
He
on the
left.
Stars. That
Yeah,
big
yeah,
huge
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
He's on the Jets.
Becton.
Yeah, Mekhi Becton.
Becton left.
Was a huge. He was playing right guard.
Yeah.
Which to me is like that's
6'6".
like the least important offensive lineman. But if they're really good, you can use them to pull. You can
Yep.
use them, get them out on the edge. They can make a lot of plays. And he played that position for them so well.
Yep.
And I think that was a big reason. I mean, that guy was 6'8",
Yeah.
320.
They started him at left tackle and
Yeah.
moved him to right tackle.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, guard, just
Yeah.
play my guard.
And he was killing a
And the
guard.
man's like 6'7", 6'8",
Yeah.
83,
Yeah, bro. He's
something
like
like
he
that.
pops off the screen.
Huge.
And he did a great
He's
job.
an athlete. He's an
Yeah.
athlete.
But
He had injury problems in the beginning and then he started
But
coming.
he got paid.
You know who they have on their team? I know they had him in the summertime, but who could develop into that in his future is the kid from the left tackle from Rutgers, Pierce.
Oh yeah, they do have him.
Yeah.
They do have him.
He's
He's
big like
6'8",
that.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
big like
He's huge, bro.
big like
I'm
that.
praying for him.
Yeah, but the Eagles, they're trending down.
So the Jags are not like the Eagles, is what we're saying.
No, the Jags are not.
So
No.
okay, so name the people on the Jags offense right now. No Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Etienne,
Okay.
Yeah,
Brian Thomas, Parker Washington, Brenton Strange.
Okay.
What
Would you say any of those people are household names outside of
Bill
Lawrence?
Tootin?
Brian Thomas was kind of trending towards that, but
Last
now he
year.
kind of
No,
I mean, Jacoby
Etienne-
Myers.
Etienne's a
Etienne
household
is
name.
Yeah,
it's out.
Etienne is.
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah.
It's out.
I'm just saying they're doing it with guys on offense, with guys that are like outside of Travis, like that are not.
But they're also not playing the people that the Eagles are playing.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's true.
Exactly.
But it'll be
AFC
nice.
is wide open, bro.
Yeah,
It's wide open.
it'll be nice to see the
But
Jaguars.
NFC, AFC North, you have Baltimore and Pittsburgh trying to fight it out. Which one of those teams would you rather see? Which one of those teams is better for the playoff race? Would you rather see Baltimore? Because they don't look like the old Baltimore. And Pittsburgh, they don't look like the old Pittsburgh. But me personally, I'd rather see Pittsburgh make the playoffs than Baltimore. Although it'd be a nice story for Baltimore how they started out their season. They're not poised to do anything, and they don't look. They're not a scary team anymore.
Yeah.
If you want chaos, you take Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want chaos.
If you want upside, you take the Ravens.
No, I want chaos.
You know,
I want
you
chaos.
take
Yeah.
I mean,
bro, Pittsburgh.
I want Aaron Rodgers interviews. I want DK Metcalf. I want all of
They
that.
rely on their defense. The games are ugly. Like
Very ugly.
that's
That defense didn't turn out to be as good as it should be on paper.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still good. They're still like top tier though, bro.
Obviously, I've seen them get dogged.
Yeah, but when you
with like
watch
3
them-
elite corners, they had
Yeah.
Darius Slay, Ramsey, and Porter Jr., and they
Yeah.
were still getting mauled.
Exactly.
That's
So-
true. That is true. But I just like they hit hard though. They play like you said. They play
I
like
think TJ's hurt
style.
now.
Yeah,
TJ
he
hit
is.
his lung.
You-
Collapsed
they have
lung
an
or something.
It's crazy.
They have an identity. They for sure have an
Yeah.
identity, but it's fucking all over the place.
I
Like,
know.
And Tomlin is just holding it all together.
Yeah.
Somehow, you know.
Listen, I think they get in. I would take Pittsburgh over that. Same thing in
Yeah.
the NFC South. You got Carolina and Tampa with a close race. Which one looks better in the playoffs, Tampa or Carolina?
You if you're a team, you don't want to see Carolina.
You don't think so?
Nah, you don't want to see them, bro. They play
They
smash
have a good
mouth
defense.
football,
They have a good
bro.
defense.
Carolina,
But
can,
they have a big weakness.
they can
Bryce
steal
Young.
a playoff win.
Yeah,
Carolina could definitely steal a.
They
playoff
go as far as Bryce Young takes them.
that's true.
Exactly.
As far as Bryce Young takes them.
Exactly. 'Cause
They-
they got playmakers on the team.
Yeah.
They
Them
do.
2 running backs, boy, and then Tech McMillan, bro.
But that's what I would say.
Something else, bro.
The inexperience of their receiving core is probably another thing that could set them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have a second-year player in Leggett, and then they have a first-year
Forte.
player, and then they got Coker.
but that kid, but like I was
Coker is good.
Coker's good.
Coker's pretty
I've
good.
been watching the kid Tech McMillan. Like they don't talk about him enough for like a rookie wide
all.
receiver.
At all.
And for
But
being
this
6
man, 6'6", bro. This man's got speed, bro.
He got hands too.
Good
He
track.
Got hands.
hands, bro.
Got
I'm
hands.
watching him pull it. I'm like,
Go
is
watch
this
him
jump?
against Travis Hunter at Colorado 2 years ago.
bro.
He's giving me
Craziest
Mike
catches.
Evans vibes, bro.
Yeah, he's Mike
Like,
Evans.
He's giving
Stride is
Mike
long.
Becker
For sure.
kind of, but he's giving me
He's in
like
that Drake London, Mike Evans,
he always giving
McMillan,
tackles.
all in the same division. Same division too.
yeah.
All in the same
He's
division.
giving me
Bro,
all of
I
that. bro.
hate that he has Bryce Young as his
I
quarterback,
know.
but I feel
Yeah.
so bad for him.
I know, but
And
Tampa
Andy
Bay,
Dalton is backup.
I feel like they just it looks like they just are falling apart a little bit. Like if I'm a team, I would want they're the wounded dog a little bit. I kind of want to go against them. Like the way the Atlanta defense was murking their offensive line, bro. The rookies were murking the offensive line. I was like, God damn, like shit is crazy. So it's like I think they have some real issues there that they are not admitting just yet. But
Let's talk about some exciting news that's been, something we've been talking about for almost 2 years now. Was our boy Shedeur Sanders. About goddamn time, he's gotten in. He's now been named the starter for the rest of the season. Our boy went out there. He's been balling. We've gotten 4 games out of him now.
yep,
We're starting to see a sample size. Obviously, we kind of knew this was going to happen already.
We did.
He's a guy who was poised to be a better NFL quarterback than he was a college quarterback.
Yep.
And he was a pretty good college quarterback. But now it's like, okay, you can't hide him anymore. It's out there.
everybody
And
knows.
Everybody knows. And whether Cleveland sticks with him long term or not, the NFL now knows that
He's real.
he's real and he's balling out there with like an ass squad of receivers,
Ass, bro.
an ass offensive line.
It's crazy that you even had said that statement, whether or not the Browns decide to keep with him. The best quarterback they probably had since
So much
Baker Mayfield.
controversy about him.
They actively are trying.
Yeah, Kevin
Like, remember that.
Stefanski. I'm on record as saying I was so back and forth on whether he is sabotaging, whether he's not sabotaging.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's hard to tell because sometimes it's like, oh no, he's not trying to sabotage him. Then it's like, oh, well, he just got the game tying touchdown potentially, and you take him out for the 2-point play when the guy's been balling all game. He literally was the best player on the
Yeah.
field that day. And
Fire the coaching staff.
No, but to
Fire
Stefanski,
the
no, he
coach.
doesn't want to be successful.
here's the thing with Stefanski. He's done that multiple times though, where he puts Quinshawn back there and like he
Yeah,
takes
it's been
it.
mad time.
He's done it a bunch.
But that last play call from the last 2-point play with the double
The
reverse,
double reverse was stupid.
Yeah.
so stupid.
So dumb.
So stupid. Because Judkins, I don't know if his, like me and my girl were watching it, it was like, did he get the glove stuck?
Yeah, it looked like
looked
something
like he
happened.
tried to get the ball, but it was stuck, so he just keeps it. But it was like, I don't know, bro.
I don't think he's trying to sabotage. I don't think he is, because if him sabotaging means he gets fired, bro. Like, there's no way.
Nah,
Look,
he's gonna get
he's-
fired, I think.
But look, he's Stefanski. He's always gonna have a job in the end.
He's gonna be OC at the very
He
least.
could be
That's
at
true.
the very least.
Because his
Yeah.
dad was like a famous coach too, right? In the
I don't know.
At the end of the day,
In NBA, I think.
NBA,
Or is he an
yeah.
executive or something?
something like that. Yeah.
at the end of the day, like Shedeur passes the eyeball test,
Yeah,
processes
100%.
quicker, has better tools,
Great
than
ball.
physical tools. Great
bro.
ball.
I would say
Throws a
we
great
were
ball.
talking about how the great ball that Drake London was throwing, deep ball, but I think Shedeur's right up there.
Right
Yeah.
up there.
He's right up
Right up
there.
there. And his arm strength.
Yeah.
He can get the ball
He
65,
plays the game very
possibly
well. too.
70 down to it. Unbelievable. The thing is, it's like he won the locker room over.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got him.
So the question is, like you said, does Cleveland keep him and roll with him?
Yeah.
Because then you're like, okay, with Myles Garrett on defense and with Shedeur on offense, guys are gonna want to play.
Guys
with
gonna
those
want to
guys.
play.
Yeah.
Him. Yep.
Guys gonna want to play. And when we see Judy doing what he's doing on the field with
Yeah.
antics and shit,
Yeah.
that guy needs to be out of
He
the
did
NFL.
better though this
He did
week.
better this
He did
week.
better
Yeah,
this
the
week.
NFL.
And watch him do even
He's
better
better
this
than
week,
stuff.
because I know, but Shedeur knows how to handle these types of guys
He does,
now.
He does.
Yeah,
he
he
does.
can
You know
handle
what I'm
it.
saying? Like,
He played with a bunch of elite.
yeah,
receivers,
like
and
he knows how to do
can
this.
handle that.
I'm not saying that Judy is the guy, but I'm saying he can work with Jerry Judy.
And it shows how he played with elite dudes because all his number 2, number 3 receivers
Mhm.
are all on NFL teams
Yep.
and getting game time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Both of them.
So I like Shedeur. He's passed the eye test. Throws a great ball. They need to treat this man.
Protects the ball.
Protects the ball. Like, if you're Cleveland, and I'm not saying that he's LeBron James, but I'm saying like the way they would cater, like the way they were like, oh, we gotta get Mike
Remember
Brown up
Johnny
out of
Manziel?
here and
Remember
get
Johnny
yeah.
Manziel with the billboards and
Yeah.
the Nike and everything. Do that with
They
Shedeur.
do that
coming.
with
It's
Shedeur.
coming.
Put
It's
the
coming.
billboard up there. Make him the what did they say with LeBron when he had the arms out?
And he's a Nike guy too.
I'm
Shedeur is a Nike
Yeah,
guy. Yeah,
It
yeah.
said, no, it said something. It said
something.
I'm saying Shedeur is a Nike guy.
Right.
So
It's perfect.
so he can get up there, put him on the like after
LeBron's
the
got to
season,
bring him in. Yeah.
especially if he keeps playing as well as he is. After if he which we know he's going to play well, but once the world sees that he's playing well these next 4 games, get him that motherfucking billboard.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Treat him like he is Cleveland.
I'll build that team around him.
Build that
Some
team around
receivers.
this man.
Get offensive line.
Get a coach who wants to work with him.
With
Like
the
you said,
top
they
draft
got
pick
rid of.
again, go get your next Joe Thomas.
Yep,
Exactly.
and go get because he obviously, like you said, he knows how to work a locker room.
But if you
So
thought
treat him like
that's beautiful. Everything that you just said.
yeah.
Why in a million years, 14, 16, 18 weeks ago, 20 weeks ago, you thought that Dylan Gabriel was going to be that guy?
Yeah,
Like, you gotta be an idiot. You gotta be an idiot.
We knew Dylan Gabriel was never that guy.
You gotta be a 5'9" dickhead over there from Oregon. He's
Lefty.
gonna come in. The lefty is gonna. Oh no, the locker room loves him. That whole shit with his
Locker room loves him my ass.
Yeah.
Locker probably likes him. I mean, he's probably a nice guy.
No, there was a whole scandal with his girl.
Yes, girl, I saw that.
You saw that?
It's like, well, everyone in the Browns organization wants my husband to play. It's like, bro,
Over Shedeur.
Yeah, right.
no, they're lying to y'all.
Oh,
They're just being nice.
they're just being nice. It is a joke.
Yeah,
It's a joke
And
franchise.
I feel bad for him that he ended up,
in the middle of all of it.
in the middle of all of it, because he was poised to probably have a decent career if he ends up in any other situation than with Shedeur Sanders.
but he's got an opportunity to make the best of his situation too, because he's going to be there for as long as Shedeur. So
I don't think so. I think one of them has to go.
I'm saying contractually. I'm saying contractually. He.
This is the Browns. They both could go, and Deshaun Watson could start next year.
I
Yeah.
know.
Like this is the
100%.
Browns.
But what I'm saying is like he's got an opportunity to say
He says that could absolutely happen.
he's got an opportunity to succeed and just say, you know what? Like, I know that he's the guy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna sit next to him and I'm gonna be the
Kirk Cousins.
best. I'm gonna be the best Kirk Cousins, Charlie Whitehurst. I'm gonna be the best right here. Yo, Shedeur.
Lord Jesus.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
do that, and he's got a chance to be in the league for a long time too. Just saying, he's young.
There's a team that's been dominating the NFL for probably the last 8 years, and they're on the verge of falling out and not even making it to the playoffs, and that'd be the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mm.
What do we think? Is this the end? Is this the end of the Chiefs dynasty? Is this just
Remember.
a bump in the road?
Dynasties don't die day to day. They erode over time.
Over
And this is the erosion that we're watching
Yeah.
this season. I mean, we saw it like. I mean, Zach Ertz got hurt really horrifically last week.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking like my mind immediately went to Kelsey saw that and was like, yeah, I don't know.
He
Yeah.
doesn't seem all the way in it.
Exactly. He
He was
doesn't
doing
seem
it.
all in.
He like I don't know if you guys watched their podcast, but this week he didn't even he was talking about his season, and he's like, bro, I've been trying to do everything. I feel like everything I've done wrong, I've tried to correct it, and it's like it's still not leading to the results that we want.
Yeah.
He's just like, what do you do when you're doing everything you can and it still doesn't lead to the results that you want?
It's a team convinced of we don't got it.
Yeah.
We just don't got it right now.
Because for so long they got
Look at Mahomes. Mahomes trying to make plays in the fourth quarter, throwing
Yeah.
picks. Like that's not like Mahomes.
Yeah.
It's just because for so long it had been working out.
They've been
You know,
they were
for
firing
so
them
long,
They're
for
finding
so long they were finding a way. Oh, we don't have a defense this year, but we're gonna do this. Oh, we don't have
our running
offense
back
this year,
got
we're gonna do
hurt.
this. Oh, our
Who's
running
the
back.
next man up?
Right.
Running back hurt again. Who's the next man up?
But there's a fatigue that comes with being
Exactly.
the measuring stick of the league, right? It happened with the Patriots, happened with the Colts. Like when you're the team that's always winning, whether you're winning Super Bowls, but you're just always winning division titles, you're making the playoffs, you're winning a lot of football games, you become the measuring stick. And even with Philly, it's been happening, right? So when teams come to play you, that becomes their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So you're going to get their best shot every time.
Mhm.
And that's what makes the Dallas Cowboys right now a dangerous team. Because
Yeah.
they've been quietly letting the Eagles, letting the Chiefs get all the attention. But what have they been doing? George Pickens, come here.
Yeah.
Who was that D tackle from the Jets?
Quinn Williams.
Come here.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Elite. They're bringing elite talent over and dominate. That's why it's like, be careful because the Cowboys could be
It might peak at the right time.
It might be peaking and hopefully I'm a Giants fan.
Yeah.
But I love all NFL teams, so I would love
Yeah.
to see the Cowboys get their
I think they
moment.
could do it. I think they could do it.
And I think the Chiefs now in this position, obviously they're going to fight, they're going to try to make it, but they're pretty much out.
Mm-hmm.
They need to go to 2004 and see what the Patriots started doing once they started. Or what was their last Super Bowl? 2008. 2008 was their last one.
No, the last Super Bowl was like
No, I'm saying when they went after they went for their first block and then they had that
2004.
Oh, it was 2004, right? That's what it was. Yeah,
Bro,
2004.
You clean house and you
Did they clean house that year?
But what did they do? They had six
After 04 when they cleaned house, they came back. They had the team that lost to the Giants.
Right.
Then they kind of kept that same core. They got some young guys, Gronkowski, Hernandez. They went back, lost to the Giants again, rebuilt, some of those guys got older, minus Hernandez, and then they were just.
But it was a
so that's what they got to do.
But it was a revolving door at positions like running back. Like remember the running backs? DJ Foster.
Every year there was different running back.
Green,
Yeah, Shane Green.
Steven Jackson.
Yeah. Every year was a different running back.
But every year they had five.
Yeah.
Every year they had five of guys who did it already in the league.
Yeah.
And they're back. It's like that's what you got to do. You got to build the roster with guys that have done it and they want to win chips.
Yeah, they
done with the.
Yeah, they were mercenary. Like the later years was all mercenary.
That's what you got to do. Mercenary.
So
mercenary.
first I think reset, right? See who wants to be here and doesn't want to be. Like you said, Kelsey, if you don't want to be here,
bro.
We love you, but we'll send you off into the sunset, bro. That's fine. You got us our chips here. You got a billionaire wife.
Yeah.
Go have some kids, get a ranch, have a good time.
Right.
And then once you see who's still here, even Pacheco, it's like, maybe we do, maybe we don't. It's like start looking at your guys and say who's the next core gonna be? Exactly. Who's the next core gonna be? And
hopefully you can always go get a veteran or a young guy.
Because it seems like the Patriots when that question comes up of like, okay, what do we do with Pacheco? It's teams that like the Patriots would have said, he's done, move him on, who's the next guy?
Yeah.
A list of guys.
Yeah.
Those are the teams that stay at the top. But the teams that are like, Pacheco, maybe we keep him for another year. Yeah. Those are the teams that fail.
Exactly.
I got one more team that's in question. Or right now they're not in the playoff race, but they're a pretty good football team, and that'd be the Detroit Lions. What do we think is going to happen with them? And now we said that division is pretty damn tight. You got the Bears and the Packers at the top, but Detroit is right behind them. I mean, if one of them slips up, Detroit could jump up and take that division back.
It. They thrive on this kind of thing.
Yeah, they do. And I also think
they're in a good spot right now, I feel like.
Yeah.
Nobody's thinking about them. The last few years, they've been the top. They've been like the 1 or 2 seed, and everybody's been watching.
They've been shaky in primetime football, like that. Like so they're gonna get overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, we got to look at the strength of schedule for those three guys at the end because I think the Bears are coming on the best to me, right? Because
Lions got to play Rams this weekend,
right? See, that's tough. I feel like this is. Like in a stock, right? This is the adjustment period for them, right? Like they just for the past 3 years they were hot, bro. Bull market. Lions were just going up straight up the thing. Now they've hit this like little adjustment where they're not bad, where they've only gone down maybe 10%, maybe 20%, but probably like about 10%.
The other teams that got better,
and the other
didn't really get bad.
Right,
the other teams got better.
Right, but I mean they you can see that they had some adjustment, like cooling off. This is their this is their adjustment period right now, and I think they now I don't think they have to fire anybody. I don't think they got to make too many crazy changes. I just think that the season will happen how the season happens for them, and they need to now Now, if next year they slip a little bit more, now it's an issue. But right now, it's just
I don't know. They have a window though.
Exactly.
And I feel like this year was supposed to be a part of their window where they had an opportunity to make a deep playoff run.
Yeah.
And if they don't make one, some big changes will happen.
They need a little chaos. They need a little. Well, no matter what, they're gonna lose coaches because every good young team with young coaches loses coaches.
Yeah.
Like, they've been talking about Shepard for the Giants to be a coordinator.
No way. They've been saying that already. Rumors.
He played for the Giants.
I already read it. Yeah, he played there. We talked about maybe that would be a good option, and I read the story. So I'm like, okay, they're gonna lose coaches. That's gonna happen.
I hope not.
What they do right now in the playoffs, it's like, can we keep this together? We got to win to keep this together. That's what they're probably telling each other. Like, you want to keep this whole show going? Let's win.
The Rams are a tough out for them. Who do they have after the Rams? Rams are going to be a tough out, even though they just lost. The Rams just lost.
Yeah, but the Rams is also their measuring stick because they're the two teams that made that trade. They traded Stafford for Goff. So anytime they match up, it's deeper. So they're going to play the Rams, Steelers, Vikings, Bears. Those are all winnable games.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the Steelers.
After the Rams, I'm saying.
Steelers and Vikings, they can get two. They can get two out of there, so they can go 2-2.
If they beat the Bears, then they'll probably make it in.
And then click on the Bears real quick. Click on the Bears because the Bears is also very interesting. Who they have left.
Well, they're gonna obviously have the Lions.
The Lions.
They're gonna have the Lions. They have the Browns this week. Packers, 49ers. Now they could lose.
They could lose some of those.
They could even lose to the Browns.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna pick them, I'm picking the Browns.
I think the Browns could beat them.
You know. I think Shedeur's will is way more than anybody else's. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Do you have a 7-on-7 for this week?
I can get one real quick for y'all.
I'll give you games and then you tell me.
I like that.
All right, we're gonna start Packers, Broncos. Who you got?
Packers.
Oh, damn! He didn't even hesitate about that.
Doesn't care where it's played.
Now the Packers,
Denver.
The Packers are desperate right now.
You think so?
Yeah, bro. They've been winning, but they need to keep winning.
Yeah, they got to keep winning.
That could be a good game though.
That's gonna be a great game.
Lions, Rams. Who you got?
Do it again.
Yeah, do it again.
Yeah,
see that one he had to think about.
Rams.
Rams.
They just came off a loss. I know. We've been talking about the Lions. I just don't think the Lions are gonna.
So you said Rams.
Rams. Yep.
Colts, Seahawks at the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah, you got
ain't no way Rivers is
bro.
There.
But hold on, that over is gonna be so crazy if you take the on that.
You think so?
It's gonna be you're gonna win thousands of dollars with $10.
I just saw that team. I just saw the Seahawks just put up 30 points in a blink of an eye.
No shot. I think they would even a healthy Colts team. I think they might beat a healthy Colts like Daniel Jones and everything. Oh, let me just real quick talk about that Daniel Jones thing because I remember when we were at the cabin the other day.
Yeah,
I was saying, oh, Daniel Jones is a little hurt. He's gonna play, and I was telling you guys how he was. Lower leg injury.
Yeah.
And then the fucking next day he goes out and he tears his Achilles.
Yeah.
What did that remind you of? Did that not remind you of KD in the 2019 playoff?
They're like, oh, he stretched his calf.
Like his calf is hurting, but he's gonna play, and he plays and he tears his Achilles.
Yeah.
Same thing just happened.
But
so I blame them for knowing that he was injured and still allowing and encouraging him to play.
Yeah.
And knowing like teams kind of set people up.
But they said with the Achilles though, like they know when it's gonna. The doctors, the players, they know it's gonna tear, but it has to tear in order to heal it because
nothing can happen. Nothing can happen until it tears.
It has to tear first, or they go in there manually and cut it, and then they cut it and then reapply. So it's like a partial tear, or what's that one? What's the type of tear where it's like in the middle, but not the outside's just still there, but the middle's out, like that. Whatever that type of tear is too. That's a thing. So they have to do it that way. So it sucks, but you got to go through it.
I'm only picking this game because both teams are still statistically alive. And it's also a Sunday night game. Vikings, Cowboys.
Giving them Dallas Cowboys, baby.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull this one in because you just said it. Browns, Bears.
I'm going with Shedeur.
Bills, Patriots.
Where are they playing?
In New England.
They're playing in New England?
Yep, 1 p.m.
They already played too?
They played before Patriots won the last game.
Ooh.
In Buffalo.
This is going to be a tough.
Buffalo's the favorite, just so you know.
I know. I want the Patriots to win. I just think the Bills are going to take this one. There's no way the Pats are skunking them this year.
And there really isn't any more tough.
That's only 5 games, right?
No, 6.
Oh, 6.
Let's go Chargers, Chiefs.
Okay.
Chargers, Chiefs. That's going to be a good one, actually.
Yeah, Chiefs have to win to stay alive. If they lose, they're done.
You know what? And they're playing in Arrowhead too, right?
Arrowhead, yep.
You know what? I'm going to have the Chargers over the Chiefs. I think this is the nail in the coffin for the Chiefs. I think this is the final. They're going to do it at home. It's going to be a tight game. They're going to play their asses off. And Harbaugh and his boys are going to come in there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Jim
Maybe
Harbaugh is perfect because that
Yeah.
that gives me a great segue into our next topic of the college football.
The curse of the Michigan Wolverines.
Listen,
Bro, what happened, bro? What happened?
so this is what happened. And
Rome Moore, please tell us.
it sounds like he was fired for engaging in an improper relationship with a staffer. Not the most uncommon thing, you know. Ask
football, hell no.
Bobby Petrino, ask Ime Udoka. But what happened after he was fired for said incident is what kind of set the college football world into a little drama frenzy. He showed up at, I think, said woman's house, threatened to do bodily harm to his own self. And the police were called, and he was captured, and he was taken, and he was arrested.
Captured.
Didn't he try to assault somebody on the way out, or he's being indignant?
Yeah, I think this is what happened at I think the assault or whatever took place at his mistress's apartment. I think he broke in, threatened her, threatened himself, maybe anybody else that was there. But the guy, he got caught, his emotions, obviously, the embarrassment. We don't know what type of mental issues he was already dealing with. This is really a mental health thing. Well, it turned into from a cheating thing.
Maturity thing.
It's a maturity thing. It's a stupidity thing.
Yeah.
I think in today's day and age, in today's climate, you just can't do that.
The whole Michigan men thing, and you're the leader of these kids.
You're over here crying after the games and stuff. You're like, oh, I love you, Coach Harbaugh.
Which is why I don't trust Caleb Williams, because I don't trust criers. I don't trust criers, bro.
There's no crying in football.
No crying in football.
No crying in football. But yeah, I hope that Sherrone Moore gets the help that he needs, because it's very.
So he'll be done. He'll be done in college football. I think his next pivot is mental health needs to be a part of football.
Yes.
And we need to.
And speaking of pivot, Ryan Clark made some comments this week about Sherrone Moore, and I just would like
about his white wife.
I just want to. Well, there's some racial issues in it, but I would just like to address that. Ryan Clark made a comment about how this happening to Sherrone Moore has set black coaches back.
Oh Lord!
And you know what? I don't think this is about the race of the coach. I don't think this is an indictment on all black coaches. This is an indictment on one man who made poor decisions. Just like when Bobby Petrino did what he did, there wasn't an indictment on football coaches. When Ime Udoka did what he did, there wasn't an indictment on black basketball coaches or coaches.
It's an indictment on who's going to have to now change the way they move. It's every single college football coach is going to now have to realize.
I don't think they're
going to have to.
No, you don't have to change the way you move. Don't be having sex with people who work
exactly
your staff.
But that's the thing. But understand this.
And if you do know that it could go south and have the mental,
but we all want
just don't do it. You're married. Like, and I'm not even saying from a moral standpoint. I'm saying it from a how stupid could you be?
Exactly. We all want to believe it's a perfect world and believe that like these guys aren't doing it, but they're on college campuses. They're there late at night. They're at good points.
Well, did you hear the stories that came out about Lane Kiffin after he left Ole Miss?
Oh Lord!
It was like all these girls saying, "Oh, well, he texts me, he Snapchats me."
Yes, he does.
They were obviously had stories ready to try and slander him because he was leaving.
This is a culture, especially in the SEC, but it's a culture. So if we can say, okay, it's a culture. Every coach is watching him. They're not just the black coaches are watching him saying, "Oh, I can't do this anymore."
Correct.
Every coach is watching him saying, "I gotta watch my PTQs, even if I'm not doing anything to make it even seem like something's going on, because this is dangerous. This I could lose." This guy had how many millions of dollar contract? $12 million a year.
He got one of the top coaching gigs there is.
He'll never coach again, bro.
I wouldn't say necessarily.
Say you're gonna off yourself.
Never.
Have you seen the photo? You want me to pull up?
He may not coach.
The box?
He's definitely not coaching no D1.
The jumpsuit on.
He may coach some third rate
school maybe
football team. Yeah.
I'm saying you're never getting paid $1 million a year to coach.
No.
Because the second he touches another college campus at any moment in time, whether it be now or 20 years ago, it's gonna be that.
Yeah, it's always gonna be that.
I hate to say it, it's nowhere near, and I'm not comparing the two, but I'm saying sexual scandals like that, like Sandusky, and it taints the university for years, and especially having the Tyler kid who was stealing signals and all that
back to back.
Bro, Michigan, I think they're due for a documentary. I think they're due.
They're waiting long due.
What's going on?
We got to see what's going on there.
And now the AD's like, oh well, we got rid of them, so they're not. So we're good. But it's like, yo, now we're hearing that you were
investigating ourselves.
Yeah, they said he could stay for now.
Yeah, until they figure it out. Like, because remember, what's his name? Dude from Rutgers. He was there for a minute, but when the guy was hitting those guys with the basketball, saying like, oh, I don't know. And then a month later, they were like, actually, you knew about this the entire time, and
the regular thing, the basketball thing.
I'm just saying
as
though.
a kid, I had Seton Hall coach Tommy Amaker threw a basketball at me at basketball camp, and I was 8.
First and last.
I was 8 years old. But guess what? I caught it. He didn't think I was going to be paying attention, but I was paying attention, and I caught it. So that's to you, Tommy Amaker.
Jerome Moore. It's just I'm just the scandals, bro. College football. What is college sports without the scandal? I guess. At this point.
It would be good.
It's dishonest.
Good without the
We know it's dishonest from who got selected for the playoffs.
Yeah.
No, it's dishonest.
So let's jump into that. I mean, Notre Dame gets knocked out. You know, they were 10-2.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt, who was having a great year, that was a fan favorite.
Yep.
They
didn't know
don't get put in. Duke, who actually won the ACC championship, and we were given those Power 4 conferences a leg in. They don't get in, even though they were 8-5, so they probably didn't really deserve to be in. And then Texas,
bro.
I mean, the games that they lost were tough games, and one of those games was to Ohio State.
Yeah.
So, and Ohio State ended up still getting a bye anyway, even though they didn't win the Big Ten championship in Indiana. And I think that the system is broken, not because of the teams that got left out, but because of the 2 teams they let in.
JMU.
Tulane, they're ass. They lost to Louisville and they lost to Ole Miss already.
Yeah.
And JMU can't even hold none of these teams.
Bro.
I mean, Rutgers will destroy JMU.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, they're about to play Oregon.
Yeah.
Oregon might literally drop 80.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like we saw Oregon in person, bro.
100%.
Like they could drop 80 on.
When you were telling
They
me,
might have to.
when you were telling me the size difference of Oregon kids, and you were telling me the
Speed difference.
I was like, okay, so you think that's them against Rutgers?
Yeah, exactly.
Rutgers has
Yeah.
faster and bigger
Rutgers
kids.
is a good team.
JMU is recruiting like the third string wide receiver on like.
Or you would have started at JMU.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on now.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Like
Yeah.
any of us would have started at JMU
Mm.
for 4 years.
How did they even like? Did they? I guess they won. What are they in the MAC? What are they in?
Went to JMU.
What are they in? Bro?
I don't even know what they're in.
They have a nice little stadium.
The Sun Belt?
The Sun Belt.
I don't know.
The Sun Belt champs get to go in. Were they even the champ?
Oh, crazy.
I mean, let's see what there is.
Listen, if
I
they
want some-
get to go in, why not put Dell State in and let Deshaun Jackson out?
They're not even.
They're hot.
No, they'll say it's like FCS.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's just kind of crazy.
They're
bro.
not a good football team, and they lost a game. They weren't even undefeated. If they were undefeated, I could see maybe who they lose to this year. They lost to Louisville also. So both teams that made it in, Tulane and JMU, lost to Louisville this year.
Louisville kind of got a.
Or no,
little
excuse me. Tulane lost to SMU
Okay.
and Ole
J-
Miss.
Okay.
Tulane's not that bad because even the NCAA, I don't know about for you, but every year
They
Tulane
always
makes
go-
it.
yeah,
They always make it. Every year they make it.
Yeah.
So I'm not so surprised at that. But JMU,
JMU, yeah, bro.
this is who JMU. Let me just read off. Like I don't want to take up too much more time with this, but let me read off JMU's schedule this year. Weber State, Louisville, Liberty, Georgia Southern, Georgia State, Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns, Old Dominion, Texas State, Marshall, Appalachian State, Washington State. That's probably the best team. That's probably the best team they played.
Definitely a team, bro. Did they win?
Coastal Carolina. Yes, they beat Washington State by 4.
Okay.
Coastal Carolina and Troy.
Wow.
But they played nobody, bro.
Nobody.
There's even a ranked team on that schedule.
Coastal Carolina's
That's
up
Sun
there with
Belt.
the decent
That is
team.
the Sun Belt.
But like, bro, that's embarrassing, man.
There's a bunch of farts.
And they weren't exactly dominating all these games. So it's not like they're a team. Like I hope that Oregon puts 70 on them.
That would be amazing.
That Bindi, I want to see that.
I think that could happen though.
But here's the thing. I don't want it to kill the narrative that small schools can't make it because I want that to happen. Like I love that kid at North Texas. I love him. I think that's the best story in college football right now. But you can't be putting
Over Notre Dame.
Yeah, exactly.
Over Texas.
Notre Dame, Texas, and what was the other team you met? No, Notre Dame, Texas,
And Vandy.
and Vandy. All 3 teams that can beat the socks off of JMU or Tulane right now.
If Vandy's not in the SEC, this Vanderbilt team that was on the field this season and any other conference dominates.
Exactly. They're in the SEC.
Dominates.
They're in the SEC.
How JMU even got in the conversation for the college playoff committee? That one, that's got to be some closed door stuff.
Yeah,
it's got to be some money. Like, hey, listen, we could.
James Madison himself came up out of pocket and said,
But think about it. But think about it. If you're the smaller schools if I'm the college football playoff committee, if I want to keep you guys on the hook to make you feel like you actually have a chance to participate in this, I gotta every once in a while throw one in so you guys think you're actually playing for something.
Yeah.
That's like
you think the shit?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah,
That's like
but
it's like the EBT of like.
Here's what Notre Dame negotiated after all this. Notre Dame negotiated from here on going forward. As long as they rank in the top 12, they have to be put in the college football playoff, and the college football playoff committee, I believe, agreed.
Is that what they said?
Yeah. So the rule going forward is now if
Tell them
Notre
to
Dame
pick a conference. That's what I think it was.
That's what it is. That is
They
what
want to force them in.
they want.
Because they're not making any of that money.
Yeah.
They can make so much money in conference games because
And they put Miami in. Miami was a team earlier this year that we said after losing 2 of those games, we were like, oh, they're probably not going to make the playoff. And
nobody wanted to watch Carson Beck.
Yeah.
No, everybody hates that kid. He's JJ McCarthy 2.0.
Made it back to the playoffs though somehow. Heisman Trophy. Our boy Fernando Mendoza won it.
I thank everybody. Just thank God. Just want to thank everybody.
You can't do that. I don't think you could do that.
Yeah, that's straight up bullying, bro. That's bullying.
Listen, he has been very exciting to watch.
Bro.
I thought that Diego Pavia was going to win because he's been a big fan favorite, but obviously the fans don't really get to vote on this.
Thank God.
But you know what? He went and did the whole campaign thing.
Yeah.
Seen him on every podcast this week.
Who's that? Mendoza?
No, Pavia.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was definitely campaigning for himself to get that spot. But listen, I think that Mendoza deserved it. For what he was able to do for Indiana this year.
You want to know what it was for Mendoza was though?
Elite.
It was exactly. It was that we watched the Ohio State game. It was that Big
And that
Ten
Penn State game,
championship,
too.
the Penn State game, but the Big Ten championship game against Ohio State. Everyone was watching that, and I think the whole nation got to see. Holy shit, this kid can ball.
Or read.
You know, Pavia hasn't had a game like that. He didn't have a Big Ten championship
Against the best. Yeah.
against the best. You know, and that could be the one. You know, the eye saw it because I always thought he was good, but watching that Ohio State game, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
he got it.
Yeah.
Like so, congratulations to that man. Thank God.
Well earned. Definitely well earned, fellas. The NBA Cup championship coming up. I think the semifinals is this week. We have the Suns, we have OKC versus the Spurs on the western side. And who's playing on the eastern side?
Not the Knicks.
I think it is the Knicks.
Yeah,
The Knicks and who else?
I'm boycotting this. Cup,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, you're not. You don't seem to be a big fan of the Knicks.
Knicks and the Magic.
Knicks are in. The Knicks actually made it in, so they just won tonight
we
against
made
the
it
Magic.
into a non-existent, doesn't matter at all.
Mid-season tournament.
Wow, woohoo.
Yo, what's up with Desmond Bain? Is he the new Dylan Brooks, bro?
Yeah, but he's better.
Kind of.
Because the way he been popping
that.
shit, bro, is
Didn't they
kind
play
of.
He's been doing that. He's been doing
Yeah,
that.
but then
for years.
he was on Memphis, wasn't he?
Yeah, on Memphis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For years he was doing that.
No, I know.
Years.
Him and Brooks together.
Yeah,
I think he played with Brooks too, didn't he?
Yeah, he
It's a long lineage of
Yeah,
just
yeah.
buckheads.
Yeah. He's been,
just fuckery.
yeah,
Pure fuckery.
he's been on that. And the Magic need a guy like that.
Yeah.
They need that because all their guys are good. They have really good players.
Dogs, yeah.
Franz Wagner, Paolo, Suggs, but they don't have anybody who's like. I wish Powell had a little more dog in him.
Same.
Oh, like he's good. He can do anything
He's
LeBron.
the enforcer, bro.
Powell can do anything LeBron can do.
I can.
Yeah,
Jump aside, but
no IQ. Doesn't have
No,
that
he
IQ.
can.
I mean, he could.
He doesn't have that
No,
basketball.
he doesn't have the IQ, but I'm saying physically he can do
I
anything.
love
bouncy.
Paolo,
Is he as bouncy?
Not. I mean, nobody's as bouncy as LeBron, but,
but
like,
he can get up.
there.
He can get up.
He can get up there.
Paolo is there for me.
Yeah. So the NBA Cup will be this upcoming week. They'll play it in Vegas.
But you said the Knicks just won tonight.
Yeah, the Knicks won tonight.
Let's go.
Against the Magic. It was 132 to 120. And also the Spurs and the Thunder are playing tonight. Spurs are losing right now by 8. The Thunder, I do want to talk about the Thunder because they've been having a phenomenal start to the season. 24-1. They tied the Warriors record. So if they can, and that was when they went 72-10.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if they win tonight, I believe they have the best start to a season.
They just have a really, really complete team, bro, from top to bottom.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
and they also have a guy who is playing lights out basketball. Who, in the NBA, the show on Netflix,
Yeah.
he was saying like he was getting his hair done, and he was like, yeah, if I have less than 30, like I think I had a bad night.
What does the NBA? I don't know about the NBA show on Netflix. It's an
like
in-season
quarterback. It's
documentary.
like quarterback,
Okay,
but it's just for basketball players.
I didn't know this. I'm about to watch that.
Like Harden, KD, Shea.
Okay. Oh, so that's where they've been getting all this. I've been wondering where they've been getting this content from on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So
because
that-
I would love to see, bro. I mean, you're a Kobe expert. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, at what point are we saying like Shea is kind of like,
Kobe.
you know, the way
He's
he can
not
find
Kobe.
the way he can find his shot, bro.
He's not Kobe.
He does
That's-
every.
What he does is he gets to the free throw line because he's
Yeah.
gonna draw a
I
foul.
mean, Kobe did for a while too, though.
Yeah, then they stopped giving him
Yeah,
calls.
they
They started pressing everybody out, and then they were like, "Oh, if you cuss us out, it's a technical foul." But I think that I think he's in that conversation, especially if they can get back, make another deep run, which
Yeah.
right now it looks like. But it doesn't matter what your record is now; it matters
Right.
what it
After
is
the All-Star.
at the end of the year. But right now they look like a really good basketball team, and they're not even doing anything too crazy.
No.
I think that there's some teams that can get with them. I think the Lakers will eventually build
Yeah.
chemistry to be able to compete with them. If is Wemby coming back this year, or is he done for the year?
I'm not sure actually.
If they have Wemby back on the Spurs, they could be dangerous.
Yeah.
Clippers. I thought the Clippers would be a lot better than they were this season, but
They just are the air of disappointment, though. I feel like even
not
when they were
necessarily the air of disappointment, but like Harden and Kawhi, I don't think they give a fuck.
no,
I think they're just there to get paychecks, and
Even
they
just-
kind of see that.
even
a
just
little bit.
hearing them on the same team sounds like not okay. Like I don't hear like
That's not championship.
yeah, I don't hear
Maybe like 10 years ago.
yeah, because I don't hear like people that want it. You know what I'm saying? I don't
hear.
I don't
I don't
hear
hear guys that really.
yeah,
Like, oh my
wanna
god,
eat.
they just want to play basketball.
like they got 20,000 points each probably.
They
Like
like money. Both of them like
yeah,
money.
strippers.
Yeah, strippers and
You
girls
know,
and stuff like that.
So
But I have high hopes for our Lakers. I think we can.
where they sitting right now?
They're 17-7, which is a pretty
Okay.
good start
Yeah, I like that.
for us at this time of year. And LeBron hasn't even done anything.
Yeah, and the best part about the Lakers is they just have young talent. They got guys who want it. You know what I'm saying? Like they really
The
do.
Knicks have been impressive this year.
Now the Knicks, though, the Knicks have the.
Like if they can win the cup, I think that's a big win for them.
I think that's a great.
They're not about to win a
I think
championship.
that's a great morale and
You know what I'm saying?
motivation boost. I mean, they can win the chip this year, bro. They can win it.
You think they can win the chip?
Listen, I'm not like one of these guys that's gonna be like, oh my god, the Knicks can win the chip.
I'm not a Knicks hater, but I'm just saying.
But what I can say is like they have so much depth this year that I can see like in the playoffs what happens, right? Like you play your guys. I can see them being like, oh shit, we're in a conundrum, and all of a sudden here comes Jordan Clarkson, or oh shit, we're in a conundrum, and then all of a sudden here comes
Brunson's a bad motherfucker.
huh?
Brunson is a.
Brunson is great, but you know what?
They need
Even last
Carl to be more consistent. Like Carl should be having 30.
he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Now we got to remember he's not playing with Tibbs now because he used to have 30 every night because Tibbs used to start playing like
Mike
that.
Brown.
Now they got Mike Brown, so he's subbing in and out a lot, and they got two other 7
Mike
footers.
Brown is good for like a year, and then like when year 2 comes, like he's just
But that's why they got to do it this year, bro.
they become ass after.
That's why they got to do it this
it
year.
has to happen this year.
Because and the East is kind of low right now.
If they make the Eastern Conference Finals, I feel like that's a win for them.
Yes, it's a win, but I know as a fan and for the fans, they want to see.
If Jason Tatum comes back this year, though, the Celtics are only going to get better.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, bro. Coming off of the Achilles, we think he's going to come back and just all of a sudden start throwing 30.
It's Jason Tatum, though.
He's elite.
It's Jason Tatum.
Bro, he could tear both ACLs. He's still gonna
Yeah.
be half elite. Like
He's
elite.
still going to be better than
Than
majority of
average
players.
guy,
Yeah.
exactly.
I feel you.
Listen, we all want the best for the Knicks, but I'm just saying, realistically,
Like he said, Cat. It's all hinges on
Cat,
Cat.
yeah,
Everybody
Cat gotta be
plays.
good.
Everybody plays.
It's so
consistent. Everybody.
I
They
know.
love Cat.
It's so early though, because he doesn't have somebody whipping his spanking his ass every time he gets out of
Yeah.
line. That's his problem right now.
Tibbs was that.
Tibbs was that guy for him. But it's like, I think it's still early in the season. They're going to figure it out. Because Mike Brown, low key, is kind of a pussy. Like, sorry, bro. You know he got bitched up by LeBron, bro. He got bitched up by.
but it's LeBron.
Paul.
Yeah.
But also,
Chris Paul bitched up everybody. Just
Yeah.
got kicked off his team.
I'm just saying.
Bitching up the team.
He got kicked off his.
On the worst team, like one of the worst teams in the NBA. He got
They
kicked off.
retired him. They said, "Dude, you're done."
They're like, yeah,
Done.
retirement tour over, nigga. Over. You thought you about to go? You thought you about to go to all 30 teams and get a retirement tour? No, you're not. We don't even want you here.
Shit. We gonna
Shut
cut
the
this
fuck
shit.
up.
Unruly. All right, you're unruly.
But Mike Brown can get talked to. Like people talk back to Mike Brown. People don't talk back to certain guys. You know, Mike Brown's one of those guys who gets talked back to. I'm sorry.
I hear you.
He looks like Mr. Potato Head, bro.
Did you guys see that this week they had the first ever high school national championship presented by Overtime?
Yeah, but did you see the
basketball?
the talent difference?
Diesel Dart
The talent difference, bro.
Oh, so you had a team from, I think they were from Maryland, the team that ended up winning.
Yeah.
And you had a Corner Canyon, which is where Diesel Dart plays. It's in Utah.
Okay.
So
Utah.
I never thought that the National Football Championship would Maryland. Maybe I believe Maryland.
Maryland.
Interesting.
Well,
Great season.
I was watching that team.
I think.
Every starter on that defense is going D1.
Yeah, that's
every
crazy. I
starter
saw
on
that.
defense.
That-
But they're
Bro, that happened to us. We played Piscataway in high school, and every single player on their defense was going D1.
Wait, which
22?
Which
You
team?
mean
Wesley.
22.
Wait, you guys, real quick. Do you remember Wesley Bell?
Yeah,
Playing
bro.
quarterback?
That's on board. Shout out Westbrook Bell.
That
Yeah.
was their quarterback, though. That's why they probably didn't beat Bosco, or they didn't beat like.
You're saying Wesley Bell was their quarterback?
Yeah, like a
Wesley
short-
Bell was there.
short-
Was the Westfield quarterback?
No, I'm
No, he
saying
never started
he
though.
was short, but he could run.
Yeah.
He had a little bit of an arm.
Yeah.
But he was short. So
Yeah.
I was like, man, like, if they only had a dude that could like kind of.
Talking about Bosco though.
No, I'm talking
Oh,
about,
he's talking about the
the
team
Maryland team.
Oh, the Maryland team.
The
So
Maryland
they ended up winning.
Stocked, dude.
Yeah.
They have the best DN
they
in the
won.
country. Like they won.
Jackson Dart's brother's team didn't win.
Yeah, no, they didn't win. They didn't look good that strong.
I did not even see that, bro.
Yeah, that was the first time ever they had it. Because normally what
How did they
do is-
choose the teams?
I think it was like a little tournament. But I think that normally what they did before was like whoever was the highest ranked in the country, they would say, "Oh, you're the high school national champion." But they never actually had a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This time they had like I think it was I don't know how they did the playoffs, but I know
Texas boys at freaking Midland and all them, they ain't come out.
Bro.
that's what I'm saying. There was no Texas. There was no. There was like none of those teams came out.
What, bro?
Let's jump into some overhyped, underhyped to end it out today.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna pick up off of some of the ones that we were doing last week. I got classic TV families, Family Matters, Full House, or The Cosby Show. Overhyped, underhyped, hype is real. TV families.
The Cosby family was the most perfect family to me, bro. I'm sorry.
Bar none.
I'm sorry.
Bar
Like,
none.
How many
That's your hype is
how
real.
many children did he have, bro?
Six.
And
Six
he's the
of 'em.
best dad ever.
Yeah,
All
like
of them.
and he worked from home. You know what I'm saying? Like
Five
he was
kids. Five
was-
kids, and then they adopted like his niece.
he adopted,
Yeah.
and he was work from home.
Olivia.
Yep, he was work from home before work from home was a thing.
He had the
You know what I'm
other
saying?
This was in the basement.
He had his wife making him cake and dinner. Like he just had the lessons, bro. It was they all had success except for Lisa Ray had a little bit of not Lisa Ray.
Lisa Ray.
What's
Lisa Bonet.
Benet. She had a little she was a little edgy, but she still figured out because she married old boy, and he was good. So I would say Cosby is the hype is real. I would say Underhype is what was the other two?
Family Matters and Full House.
Oh yeah, okay. So Family Matters definitely underhyped because I don't think people understand like what was happening in that household.
Carl Winslow was a good team.
That's what I'm saying. Carl Winslow was a great TV dad, great neighbor, great mentor.
Yeah,
You know
great
what I'm
neighbor,
saying?
Yeah.
'Cause
He didn't have to let Urkel and shit come
Yeah,
over there all the time.
Nah, he didn't.
Yeah,
You know, he was trying to throw him out.
Part of the whole show is
He didn't throw him out like Uncle Phil was throwing Jazz
Yeah,
out the crib.
exactly.
He could have did him.
Could have done Urkel like Jazz.
Did Urkel like that.
They were both smart ass, snarky.
And
ass
Urkel was
Yeah.
Urkel was trying to get at his daughter too, so he really could have. He
And it's-
really could have.
Yeah, he was saying mad shit though. He was
Yeah.
saying mad shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But was it Winslow's? Was it Carl Winslow's sister? Was that who liked
No,
him?
it was Rachel's sister.
Oh, Rachel's sister. Yeah. That's who liked him. But she liked him, so that's why they had that. So I'm saying underrated. Full House overhyped.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And here's what I would say why Full House is overhyped. Because Danny Tanner
Yeah.
is never home. That's why he had to bring in his brother-in-law and his best friend to help raise his kids because
Yeah.
he was too worried about being a sportscaster,
Yeah.
newscaster, to even take care of his daughters, even though he was widowed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm still gonna go to work. Like, I'm not gonna really be there. But when I'm there, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be mad, emotional, support dad.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like he wasn't there enough.
But I will definitely say Uncle Jesse was part of
Uncle Jesse was that dude.
he's part of my core of like
In fact,
you know what I'm saying? Like if you want to think about cool guys from like
Yeah.
the 90s.
the monkey puppet.
Yeah, exactly. Uncle Jesse was
Jesse
up
and the
there.
Rippers.
Yep,
You know?
playing the drums, all that.
Jesse's
Yeah,
cool.
bro.
I mess with
John,
Uncle
thank
Jesse. I mess with
What was I about to say? What was his name? What's his name in real life? Not Danny Tanner.
John Stamos.
No,
The actor Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
Yeah, rest in peace, Bob
What
Saget.
do you think? What do you think the What do you think the set was like with Bob Saget on
They
set?
said it was mad funny. They
it's
say
probably
it's like
hilarious.
mad inappropriate jokes. Like
Yeah.
Imagine, bro.
Dude,
guy-
think about it. Entourage. He was like, "Yeah, I'll get on Entourage." His idea was probably his character of being like
that's more how he was in real life.
his
Yeah.
whole Full House years where he was on Percocet,
Yeah.
Vicodins, and doesn't remember it, and like think about like joking about that. Like
I think it's hilarious.
there, he's all comedy.
But
Everything's on the
he
Like, it's
they always used to say like how he was like he's like, oh, he's America's TV dad, but like on set he was like making dirty jokes,
Yeah.
like because that's how he was as a comedian. People were like, oh, people who
Raunchy
knew him, they were
comedy.
like, you got this role as like a TV dad,
Yeah.
like you're the most inappropriate person I know.
Crazy.
And as a family, as a guy who had a lot of family in San Francisco, I thank the Full House for bringing light on the painted ladies and everything that is San Francisco out there because it was pretty dope. Wait, was Full House in San Francisco too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
made me love San Francisco. Just for
Was
that,
Full House,
yeah.
not
Golden
Full
Gate
House,
Bridge,
Family Matters San Francisco too, or
Chicago,
Chicago, and then Cosby was
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Okay, cool.
Sports dynasties: New England Patriots, Golden State Warriors, Alabama football. Overhyped, underhyped, hype is real.
So what are the three?
New England Patriots
England.
dynasty, the Golden State Warriors, Alabama football.
That's tough.
Okay, fuck, man,
Yeah.
damn, dude.
One
Like-
thing I will say though, regardless of where we put this order, there was almost
I got it.
nothing more
got
consistent
it.
than Alabama football being,
That's what I'm saying.
there was
Alabama football
almost-
hype is real.
Hype is real, or even underhyped, just because like I say underhyped for Alabama because the Patriots dynasty is going to be recreated again because the NFL is not going to change as much, but we'll never see another Alabama.
No, bro.
Ever
And,
again, bro.
Like when I won the
Never again.
championship in NCAA, like they show you like everybody who won, and I was like just like looking through it, and it's just like Nick Saban.
Yep.
Go a couple years, Nick Saban. Go a couple years, Nick Saban. Even back to when he was at LSU, it's like
Yep.
Crazy.
his name is on there more times than any other coach, and it's just like
There's nothing like it.
nothing like it.
Nothing like
Nothing like it.
never again, bro.
Yeah.
Closest thing probably would be the Patriots.
Yeah,
'Cause even the Warriors was like they had some time. They had those couple in a row. Then they
Yeah.
have like some time till they got that most recent one.
The reason why I don't want to put the Warriors as overhyped is just because the fashion in which they were doing it was like you're watching a style of basketball that was just so freaking like addicting to the eyes, bro.
Unfortunately, I would say that one is the overhyped one. I know maybe I'm biased with the Patriots, but here's my justification. My justification for why the Warriors are overhyped is because in basketball we've seen the Lakers, we've seen the Bulls, right?
Yeah.
The Warriors didn't even do a three-peat,
Yeah.
right? And whereas in the Patriots, nobody's ever done what the Patriots have done,
Yeah.
right? Two separate dynasties in two separate eras,
Yeah.
right? Like, I mean, how many times have you seen that? How many teams can you name that won 3 championships in 4 years?
You want to
Yeah.
know why you can't say the Golden State is underhyped? Because the Bulls and what was the other basketball franchise?
Lakers.
Lakers. What teams and who had to play out of their minds to beat the Lakers and the Bulls at those time periods? And then think about what the Warriors provided to us when they were going head to head against LeBron.
10
Yeah.
years straight.
Against
LeBron was
10
in
years straight.
finals.
Yeah, that's true.
Those games were like that's the best basketball we've seen.
That's
in
what
the
I'm
last
saying,
3 years.
bro. It's like
The-
it was
the-
tough to see something like the way
It
they
was-
would move the ball, the way they were just the way
Sports.
Curry.
It was
yeah.
the best in sport, better than football those years,
was
better than
addicting.
any sport. Because
But if you want to say overhyped in the terms of like how much people talk about it, then you could say the Patriots are overhyped. because
Yeah.
how much people-
I
exactly,
don't think they talk about the Golden State Warriors run enough, bro. Like think about it
I
right
think
now.
you're respected enough.
Right,
Yeah,
that's
they
what I'm
don't.
saying. Like,
They
think about it
don't.
right now. There's no like they need to do something about those Magic seasons. Like I know they didn't, like
Yeah.
you said, they didn't win 3 in a row. Okay, I
Yeah.
get it. But the way Curry was putting up points like we've never seen before.
And they like
They had one of the best
people
seasons in basketball.
people
history.
slight them for getting KD.
exactly.
Which you
I hate it.
I-
They slight
hate
KD like
I
oh you
hate it.
won a championship KD, but you did it because you were with the Warriors.
Yeah,
Bro.
but it's not like their style of play significantly changed. Like they still were swinging the bat. Like okay, when they needed a bucket, yeah, KD they gave KD ISO. Here we go. Now we get it. But like they were still playing a team oriented basketball. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry was still hitting from the logo.
Yeah.
Like that was just like I said. It was like eye candy, bro. It was addicting. It was addicting to watch.
And
that.
it forced teams to play out of their mind
Yeah.
in order to be as good or better than them.
Yeah.
So it gave us the best basketball to watch.
Yeah.
It gave us the best in sports.
Yeah.
Facts. All right, next one. Athletes with aura. We have Odell Beckham Jr., Allen Iverson, Deion Primetime Sanders.
Ooh.
Overhyped, underhyped, hype is real.
OBJ, primetime, AI. AI has to be underhyped, bro. Forever.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Forever.
People don't respect the era.
Yeah.
Overhyped is OBJ because compared to these other two,
Yeah.
other two changed the way people
Exact.
approach how AI changed how you dress and like got on the court, right?
But
Played primetime, same thing. He's like,
I mean, OBJ kind of changed the way these wide receivers they all kind of play like a little OBJ.
I can name you shit. Ready? So he started the trend of with the gloves. Like
Yeah.
people used to get the logos of the teams.
Yeah.
He started with like the Joker phase.
Yeah.
And now you see that happening.
Yeah.
The pregame with the visors, but instead of just wearing it, like other dudes are doing tinted visor pregame and then taking it off.
The different cleats.
The cleats, yeah.
Different cleats.
Yeah.
The visors, but he would put like an imprint of like an image on it. Now they do that. Everybody does that.
Yeah.
But like just those little stuff, the hair, the
hair,
the mohawk,
Oh,
the
yeah,
big thing,
yeah.
that
The hair,
Mahomes
things, yeah.
Like he had a lot of things that you still see today
Yeah.
that dudes are doing.
And those
we
are
don't
three
see.
different eras too, right?
Just
Like working out in vintage tees. You
Yep.
never saw anybody working
Yeah,
out.
facts,
In
facts,
now
facts.
everybody's wearing vintage tees.
I'm saying
Jamar
for
Chase does that all the time.
for
man.
the culture, like he did a lot of stuff for the culture in that way. But like you said, he got to go in the overhyped slot only because he didn't do it for long enough. Because the Giants bitch asses had to dip him out.
But think about think about how much aura he had in the little time that he was there.
That's so true.
Just a
What
little.
was it, 5 years, 4 years
Yeah.
that he had there? And now all of a sudden everyone's dancing, everyone's doing everything.
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? One-handed catches. But like you said, Allen Iverson changed the way you had to guard people.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? The attitude,
At 6
all of that at 6 feet, you know, the attitude, the style. He gave a different look to like what you compare.
Like if you watch those games, I love typing like 2001 76ers against Lakers, whatever.
Yeah.
You watch those games, he is diving on the floor. From
I
the
think they only
floor
won
to
like
the
one
foot.
game in that series, but like
Yeah.
you like
They won the first
he
one.
balled all the games in the series.
Yeah.
I mean, he's shooting 45 shots.
Yeah.
That's
The
putting
step
up-
over Tyronn Lue.
Yeah.
But like he's balling though, like
Yeah.
unbelievable to watch. So you got to give him and then who Dion, bro.
I mean,
Dion, bro.
Dion
Hype is
Primetime
real.
Sanders is literally like if you look up swag and aura in the dictionary,
Bro.
it's just a picture of that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Not even words,
Fact.
bro.
Facts.
Not even words. Just him.
When you see how elite players move, like bro, they all copy him.
And he had done it since college, bro. And probably before that, but I'm saying like since we
I
saw
wonder
him,
what he was like in high school.
that's what I'm saying. Like there was no time where he did not lack it. You know what I'm saying? And he
Yeah.
always backed
Yeah.
it up, bro.
From
Always
South
backed it up.
Florida, right?
multiple sports.
My thing is like
Baseball.
what made that era like those guys who went through college in like the 80s, right? And then got into the league like in the late 80s and into the 90s. Like you got to think about it. Like those guys, bro, the
They
confidence.
had nothing else to do.
You,
We had the
Yeah,
internet.
facts,
They didn't have
Yeah.
the internet.
Fact. And they had no idea if they're in like South Florida, they have no idea who's in Georgia.
that's true. They don't give no fuck
Yeah.
about that.
They're not worried about
Unless they read the newspaper.
Unless they read the newspaper, then they
Right.
may get an idea. But bro, these kids are on the phone. They're looking at kids from
Yeah.
recruits from other states.
Yeah.
They're looking at other sports. They're
Yeah.
inundated with shit.
And now we got biomechanic drills that they could just look up on like
Exactly.
TikTok and do all that stuff.
Exactly.
Because there was just a different swag about like even like Michael Irvin, these guys that just would walk onto the field with just the drip. Like not even they didn't have to wear nothing crazy. They just had this like you said, the aura of
Think about it.
just,
Two guys with aura. I like that Michael Irvin comparison. 'Cause
Yeah,
you got two guys with aura, but also two guys who aren't afraid to go across the middle and slam heads.
right.
And that thing has been taken away. It's either a guy wants to slam heads or a guy wants to have aura
Right.
and be this like
Yeah, they were doing both. They were
celebrity,
doing both.
or they were doing both.
Right.
They were a dog and they'll go head to head with you. And they
Right.
had that aura. Where today it's not- like Odell has that.
Yeah.
Odell-
That would actually be
Yeah,
that would actually be a great
nut.
that'd
He's a
actually-
nut.
Yeah.
that'd actually be a really cool doc to do of like because now I feel like now the aura is just kind of like but like to the way they do like history and evolution of like sport or evolution of this, they should do the evolution of like football aura, bro, because it started someplace and it hit a peak.
Yeah.
Like those early 2000s, it hit a peak, bro.
And now think about it, like the guys who would have been
Everybody had aura.
But
It was 2000.
in the
That's what I'm saying.
2000s, Mike Evans would have been like the star of the league. Everybody been
Yeah.
talks about Mike Evans. He's
Yeah.
the best receiver in the last 10 years, but nobody talks about him.
Yeah.
Why? Because the other guys have aura, like Malik Neighbors
Right.
with his diamond chain
Yeah.
and his grills. So people are like, oh yeah, we fuck with Malik. We fuck.
Right.
With It's like, bro, you got Mike Evans in the league, bro.
And let's think of
Mike
The league
Evans.
not even in the Mike Evans category.
that's what I'm saying.
Conversation.
That's what I'm saying. And we had guys like Chad out there and Steve Smith out there.
Dude, guys go across the middle. Guys go deep. Guys
Like,
get in your
They
face.
just had the swag. They didn't even have to put the shit on to have the swag. Like, that's what I love.
Let's switch it up. I think we might have done this one before, but let's run it back. Comedy movies. Step Brothers, Superbad, Hangover. Overhyped, underhyped, hype is real.
Superbad is one of my favorite movies of all time,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
I could put that on at any moment
for real.
and have a blast.
Yeah.
Said Superbad, Hangover, and what?
Step Brothers.
If you went to high school between like 1990 and
That was
2015,
like the story of your life.
Yeah.
that was the story. Of your
Yeah,
life.
exactly. So I'm gonna put Hype is Real, Superbad is what it is. Step Brothers or The Hangover. Here's the thing. Step Brothers is one of my favorite movies of all time too.
Mine too.
Mm,
Like, but I'm putting it overhyped only because
bro.
no. But
you're
hear me out. Hear me out.
You're
You're
Because I love the movie, bro. I love the movie.
Why?
But because I don't feel like people go back to The Hangover like that. I don't think people.
No, wait.
It's not-
No, you say Step Brothers or Hangovers overhyped?
He said that.
I said Step Brothers
is overhyped.
overhyped because like
Or
we
or you
forget
said people don't go back to the Hangover.
because we forget about The Hangover. Yeah,
I think the
Is
Hangover.
Hangover overhyped?
under.
Hangover is overhyped to me.
Hangover's overhyped. Hangover's overhyped.
Overhyped.
Step Brothers people.
When was the last time you saw The Hangover?
I watched it a
Exactly.
week
Nobody
ago.
watches it.
Oh, I don't watch it.
Hangover.
I
I was
watch
on
Step
like
Brothers. not
TBS and shit all the time.
It's
Oh, yeah, I just
overhyped,
have
bro.
cable.
Hangover's overhyped.
It's
Hangover.
overhyped.
Hangover.
Compared to Step Brothers is overhyped.
Yeah,
Step Brothers is the most under. I watched Step Brothers yesterday.
I quote Step Brothers. I can quote it all day, bro.
all day, bro.
Like this is one of
all
those
day.
movies.
Is that Dale Dobrik?
Yeah.
It's making me dog shit.
I smoke weed with Johnny Hopkins.
Yeah.
Johnny Hopkins is
Sloan Kettering. We were blazing that shit up every day.
Bro,
This
let's
shit. I laugh this up with Keels every morning.
line, bro. Every line is a bang.
Yeah.
Nothing like it. Nothing.
What if she says, "I've had the old bull"? Not one try.
Yo, that was.
He said, "Well, guys,
And the cat.
on riverboat gambling trip. Talk about pussy."
We've literally not done one of those things together, bro. The casting of that movie was so spot on, bro. So spot on. Like you can't get better than that. Hangover over.
The best part of The Hangover is Ed Helms. Think about that.
Yeah.
or what's the comedian? Chow.
Ciao.
Oh, Mr. Chow, bro. Something else.
Chow was
Oh, you want to fuck on me?
Want to fuck on me?
Chow was great.
All right. Iconic supervillains. The
Yeah.
Joker, Darth Vader, or Thanos.
I mean, that's easy for me.
Go. Give
'Cause
it.
I'm a Marvel hater, so Thanos is the overhype.
Facts.
All right. Let's just say that.
Facts.
Sorry, Thanos.
Thanos wiped out
That's-
half their fucking existence.
With his ring,
Yeah.
put on his finger.
Yeah.
He said they were shut up.
They weren't rings.
Annoying.
They weren't rings.
Stones,
Stones,
whatever.
I have all the power to do anything, and I want to change the civilization. So what I'm gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make enough resources for everybody.
Population
Kill
control. He was trying to make
But
population
if you can do
control.
anything, if you can invent anything, and your problem is population, why don't you create more resources?
Exactly.
Hello?
That wasn't the mission he set out.
Exactly, because it's a bad plot line. It has holes
That
in
wasn't
it.
the mission that he set
Where
out.
Joker
Yeah, exactly.
is way fucking better.
He's a chef's
realistic.
kiss, bro.
Exact chef's kiss.
But Joker's not the one in question. Do you think Darth Vader is better than Thanos?
Easy,
Yo.
easy. That's his dad. That's him.
His dad.
Oh, bro.
Dad.
It's Thanos' daddy, bro.
Yo,
Absolutely.
all day.
The history? Darth Vader's history, bro?
What's the history?
One of the best
Explain it to
villains
me,
of all
bro.
What?
time.
I know it. I'm just saying, just for
You
the
know how many children he killed?
Chill, bro.
Bro, no, because
Well, Vader thought he was doing good, like just like Thanos. But I think the difference is Vader actually,
he was taken over by the dark side, and he was tricked
Yeah.
by Lord Palpatine. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
but he and
he
his
was led
Lord-
on the
because
path.
Darth
he
Vader's
had-
not really the real bad guy of Star Wars. It's really Lord Palpatine.
right.
Exactly, and he's led down the path.
And Vader had parity too, where there was moments especially once he realized with the sun and stuff, there was moments where it was like, oh, like maybe he could change, and he did turn. People don't understand how ruthless and reckless Darth Vader is because they ruined the franchise with all this bullshit.
Yeah, oh my!
But it's
God,
like,
they ruined
but
it.
if you just go back to the core of Darth Vader, bro, he didn't care about. Now he's out here eliminating planets,
and his
though.
back,
Yeah. That's
wait,
OG.
hold on, his backstory, his childhood is so dope.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to be the greatest Jedi.
be
and
the
he
greatest
turned
Jedi of all
into the
time.
greatest.
And he was eliminating planets not because he wanted to do resources or population. He's doing it just sheer out of because he wanted to fuck them up.
He was
They were
the
just
one
like-
doing the race.
Yeah.
He was the one doing the races, right?
Yeah, Anakin, bro. He was out there pod
Yeah,
racing.
yeah.
Pod races.
The kids. Yeah.
Darth
With
was
his
a
drones and shit.
Yeah, bro.
We didn't
B3PO.
see Thanos as
And he's a lover boy, bro.
Thanos was
Come
fucked
on,
up
man.
as a kid. I seen him as a kid.
You never-
He was fucked up. In the comic books, yeah.
yeah.
Big ass
He was
head, all
fucked- so
purple
all
and
his
shit.
all his brothers and shit.
Lead.
All his brothers and family was like good looking, and he ends up like being like
Purple.
purple and fucked up looking.
You're like, yo,
He was like kind of mad about that. You know what I'm saying? And he was like a little skinny bitch when he was a kid. Then he fucking hated
Damn.
sauce.
He roided up and
Roided up.
lost it.
Yeah.
Lost it.
Yeah, but it took him like 1,000 years to get.
Yeah, no, overhyped.
Jack.
Thanos overhyped all day. Thanos overhyped all day.
Boy.
Listen,
Joker. You have to say spot on. So
I would say Joker is still underhyped to me. 'Cause
Really?
I'm a big Batman guy, so I would say Joker. Yeah, Joker's the most under. No powers, no magic,
Yeah.
none of that. Just
Sinister, bro.
psychotic.
sinister and charisma.
Yeah.
He got all that shit together.
And he doesn't actually want to like kill Batman or anything.
No.
He wants Batman to stay alive.
Just wants to
It's
play the game all
it's
day.
fun,
He
nigga.
wants to push Batman to kill him
Yeah.
because he knows that Batman will
Yeah,
kill him.
he's like, yo, this shit is fun. And he
Yeah.
does do that in the comics. He
Yeah.
does. He kills Jason Todd, and then Batman kills
That's right.
Joker. Killing Joke.
Mm.
Let's move to some holiday time, some holiday things. We're approaching the holiday season.
It's Christmas.
Holiday movies. Let's start with The Grinch, Elf, or The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Jim Carrey Grinch, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Harry Grinch.
Grinch,
Elf, Nightmare Before Christmas.
I mean, these wouldn't all be the ones that I would watch. in the
more, there's
season,
more.
But definitely,
The goddamn
definitely Grinch for me is Hype is Real. That movie is fucking awesome.
I'll say
Mhm.
underhyped.
Oh, you say Underhype for
Those,
the Grinch?
yeah,
Grinch?
underhyped. Because Elf is spot on. Like Elf gets annoying after a
would
while.
say
You
Elf
can't
is
watch it
overhyped.
twice in December.
what I'm
You gotta
saying.
watch it once in December and that's it.
I think Elf's
So
overhyped.
Elf's overhyped for me.
Yeah.
bro.
And I think Nightmare Before Christmas is underhyped because a lot of
Yeah.
people think it's a Halloween movie, but
Exactly.
it's also Christmas. It's both. It doubles as both.
Yeah, I watched that once like years
what I'm
ago,
saying.
And
Really? You only seen that
Yeah,
one
only
time?
seen
And that's the
once.
problem, bro.
Only seen once.
You gotta watch it more
again.
time.
I would say Elf is overhyped just for the way people act about it.
But we all know Elf lines, bro.
Yeah, we all.
Hi, buddy. Hope you find your dad. Like we all know.
Yeah.
I don't know any Elf lines, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
He's an angry elf.
Let's go Home Alone,
South Pole Elf.
Christmas Story, Jingle All the Way.
You said which ones?
Christmas Story.
Home Alone, Christmas Story, Jingle All the Way.
For what?
Christmas
Movies?
movies.
Oh, bro, Home Alone is fucking underhyped all day.
Home Alone's top tier.
Oh my god, you can watch it over and over. That's the good thing about
Yeah.
that too. It's like not annoying.
Nah,
I put Home Alone
you said
Hype
Home Alone
is
is
real.
what? Hype is real?
No, underhyped.
He said
Underhyped.
Underhype. I put it as Hype is real.
Yeah, I say Hype is
I
real.
think it's a standard
Because-
Christmas movie.
Because it's Home Alone.
A Christmas story.
Christmas
I
Story.
think Christmas Story is
Christmas Story.
overhyped.
Overhyped?
Overhyped. Every year, all day long on Christmas is a Christmas
Bro.
Underhyped.
overhyped.
Underhyped.
Overhyped because Jingle All the Way is underhyped.
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad, underhyped.
That is a good movie.
Turbo Man.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch
But
it
that's the
again.
thing. I haven't watched it too often.
Underhyped. Trust me. Go watch it and tell me
Watch it.
that's not underhyped.
I got you.
Christmas music. All I Want for Christmas, Mariah Carey.
Mm.
Jingle Bells by whoever you want, or This Christmas. Usually Donny Hathaway, but there's also a Chris Brown.
Jingle Bells overrated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Overhyped.
Very overrated.
Overhyped.
overhyped.
Overhyped. I'm gonna just do a shout out to my boy Nat King Cole. I mean, his Christmas album is one of the best out there.
You give me a Nat King Cole rendition right now, like a quick little 2 seconds, 3 seconds of a Nat.
I'm dreaming of a white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
I'm saying white like that.
That's how he says it.
It's like
He says it.
like a southern.
Right.
No, then he goes,
Why?
It's white Christmas. And then he does this.
Like the one that
Used to love.
I know this
No.
exact one.
And then what's the other one? Like just to have a
Chestnuts?
drink
Chestnuts?
more.
Chestnuts?
Yeah, have
merry little
have yourself
Is it a Christmas? Is that what
a
he's-
merry little Christmas. Make
yeah.
the Yuletide gay.
Jingle Bells overhyped. I would
It's
say
overhyped.
All I Want for Christmas, Mariah Carey, Hype is Real.
Yeah, hype is real.
That's like the
Good
greatest
song.
modern Christmas
Yeah.
song of
And
all.
just when you think you don't like that song, you listen to it, you're like, ah, shit.
She
I
got
haven't even
pipes.
heard it yet.
She got pipes.
I haven't
Yeah,
heard it yet this year.
Which I'm happy
It's
for.
the longest I've
Yeah,
ever gone without hearing it.
Yeah.
Usually it's in Macy's.
Wanna know what I heard?
I haven't been to stores.
Yeah.
That's
I
why.
heard Ariana Grande Christmas though this year, which is kind of crazy.
And then
Yeah,
yeah,
you're right,
this
you're right.
Christmas. I
They're
think
trying to
this
push
Christmas is underrated.
Yeah. This Christmas, Chris Brown is one of the
This
best.
Christmas
Yeah, very underrated.
will be
Yeah, Chris.
very special. All right, so I got some offbeat Christmas comedies. Office Christmas Party, The Night Before. I just watched The Night Before today, and A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas. Overhyped, underhyped, hype is real.
I don't think I've seen The Office.
How did Kumar over?
Office Christmas Party is nuts. One of the most. It's like Jason Bateman, a couple other like random comedians and shit.
I don't think I've
They
seen
just
that.
do it's just a drug fueled, alcohol fueled office Christmas. They have the craziest office Christmas party of all time. Prostitutes,
either.
hookers, drug lords.
Oh,
It's
wow.
nuts! Like just 2 hours of nutsness.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, check that one out.
Check that out.
Yeah,
But Harold and Kumar is great though.
Really, I
Kumar
didn't like the
Christmas.
Christmas one.
I like.
No?
I
I
like
didn't like
that
the
was
Christmas
funny.
one.
with the fucking Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, gave for that pussy.
Yeah.
That one was a good one. And the night before is pretty good.
Yeah, Night Before is a good one.
I was watching that today.
Night
I
Before
would
is a good
say
one.
Harold and Kumar. I would say is in for the
Night Before was
fake-
Seth Rogen, right?
Seth Rogen.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah, that was a
I
wild
can't
movie.
think
That was a wild
of
movie.
Yeah.
That was a wild movie.
I would say that for this, I would say Night Before. This is tough because I think Office Christmas Party. You guys, just like you said, you've never seen it. I think it's very underhyped. But I think also Night Before is underhyped,
Yeah.
and I think all of these are actually all three are underhyped. But for the sake of this, we're gonna go Harold and Kumar overhyped. I'm gonna go Night Before, just hype is real, and I'm gonna say Office Christmas Party underhyped.
Damn,
Would you say
we
for,
gotta-
would you say for all three of those movies that the audience that should be one that they probably all haven't all seen these movies is one they should go out and see maybe after, after 10 o'clock?
This is definitely an after 10 o'clock movie. This
Yeah.
is definitely some inebriation involved. You're gonna be encouraged and be inebriated by the end of watching these.
Mm.
So it's definitely those are movies to watch and have a good time too.
Love it.
I got some more Christmas movies: Die Hard, Home Alone 2, or The Santa Claus.
Ooh, the
Because-
Santa
yeah,
A lot of people
I
are
love
saying
the Santa Claus.
Die Hard overhyped. Die Hard overhyped.
Die Hard is
Die
overhyped
Hard
because
overhyped.
It's not really a Christmas movie,
It-
but everyone wants to say it's a Christmas movie.
I mean, he had to make it back for Christmas, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
I did not love
Overhyped,
Santas. Yeah,
Overhyped, though.
overhyped.
The Santa Claus is one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Santa
Santa
Claus
Claus-
easy.
Tim
Underhyped.
Allen.
Underhyped.
Yeah.
Underhyped Christmas
Turning
movie.
into Chris Kringle, bro, is amazing
That's the
because he
most- I watched
accidentally
that tonight.
kills or hurts.
Yeah, he
the
actually
Santa-
kills. You said it right.
Yeah, kills.
Accidentally unalive Santa Claus. That was probably in all honesty, that was going to be a huge insurance claim, so it kind of worked out for him.
Fact.
Yeah,
It did.
yeah.
He had
Think
to take
about it. A guy
responsibility.
falls off your roof and dies.
Yeah.
And imagine like being able to just grow in size like that.
Yeah, bro.
You just get
As
bigger and
needed.
bigger.
As needed.
Yeah, as
for the
needed.
season.
As needed.
Yeah.
I love
I was a big fan of the Santa Claus, the hot cocoa dispenser, and
it. Yeah.
I like that.
Good special effects for
Yeah,
those
great
years.
special
too.
effects for back
For those years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like Tim Allen. I would say Santa Claus, underhyped.
Yeah, for real.
Home Alone, hype is real.
Yeah.
Home Alone
Yeah.
2 specifically.
Home Alone 2, yeah.
Lost in
Which
New
is
York.
great. Pigeon Lady.
And Die Hard,
Yeah.
overrated.
Home Alone 2's
Overhyped.
great.
Overhyped.
Overhyped.
How about some classic Christmas movies? And you guys tell me if you've seen them or not. We got National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Miracle on 34th Street, or Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Oh, Scrooge is
Yeah,
good.
Scrooge is
It's really
good.
Scrooge is good.
Underhyped.
Underhyped for sure.
Mhm.
What was the second one?
Miracle on 31st Street.
Oh yeah.
They're like guys like, I'm Santa Claus, and they're like, the little girl knows that he's Santa Claus, and everybody's like, man, this guy ain't no Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh shit, he was really.
I haven't seen that one in a
Haven't
long
seen that.
time,
I don't
bro.
think I've ever seen that.
There's two versions of it. There's like an old
I've
black and
seen
white
the
version, and there's
original.
like one that came out when we were kids.
I remember seeing the original.
Miracle on 31st.
Yeah,
34th
that's
Street.
a really good one.
It's like
It's a really good one.
yeah, that's a really good one.
But I haven't seen it in a long time, so I can't remember. So I actually would say that's underhyped if I haven't seen it in a while, because I remember it
I'd
being
say
really good.
Christmas Vacation, Chevy Chase,
Yeah,
overhyped.
Chevy. Yeah,
That one wasn't my favorite.
I feel like Chevy Chase got more funny as he got older.
Yeah.
for
Older
sure.
stuff.
For sure.
When he's younger, he's like annoying.
Yeah, annoying as hell.
Yeah,
Annoying as
yeah,
hell.
a little bit too annoying. With
Yeah.
it. And I'm not saying that the movies aren't good. I'm just saying like it was
Little Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, little
when he's-
Beavis,
when he's younger. Yeah.
Little Beavis and Butthead.
Christmas characters. Okay, now this is not the movie. This is the characters themselves. Santa Claus, Kringle. Okay, obviously he's a big staple of Christmas.
Yeah,
The Grinch himself, or Ebenezer Scrooge himself. Who is your favorite Christmas character? Or which one is overhyped, underhyped, or hype is real? Santa, The Grinch, Ebenezer Scrooge. We see them every year on Christmas.
I think Scrooge and the Grinch have a lot in common.
yeah, they
So
do.
it's like, okay, who gives you more, like more color? So,
Yeah.
like, who's more
Mm.
entertaining, and then
Yeah.
also who do you learn from more?
Yeah.
I personally probably learn a little more from Scrooge.
Yeah.
Right, I agree.
Then I kind of laugh at
Yeah,
the Grinch. He's
Yeah.
funny to me.
yeah.
I think some people that hits home.
I say Scrooge is definitely. I would say Scrooge is underhyped. That's what I was gonna go with.
Yeah.
I think Santa's
sure.
overhyped.
Yeah, Santa's.
Really?
Yeah, because like obviously Christmas, there's so many characters in Christmas, right? There's Jesus, there's
There's so many
Santa.
real characters.
Yeah, so it's like I think Santa's overhyped. You
Mm.
know, because he is overhyped. He's
don't mind that.
He's
I
the
like-
main
I like
feature
Chris
of Christmas.
Kringle, bro. There is no Christmas without Chris Kringle. You know, he puts the Chris in Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but then
No, that's Jesus.
then you go to Europe and they have like
Jesus Christ
Krampus.
that literally puts the
You heard of Krampus?
Christmas. Yes,
That gets creepy. That gets
Yeah.
I've heard of Krampus.
yeah, but that's real. They
Children.
really do that. Yeah.
And last one, Kevin McAllister, Ralphie from A Christmas Story, or Buddy the Elf. This is
Bro,
terrible.
Ralphie's great.
Ralphie is great.
I
all
used
he
to-
wanted was his
when I-
rifle, bro.
Yo, shoot your eye
Yo,
out.
I remember being a little kid, and watching that and looking at it and thinking in my head, like, if that kid was ever in my grade, I was never a bully. I hated bully. I was like, I would bully that kid.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was so mad at him.
Yeah.
I'd be like, dude,
He was
grow
kind of
up.
annoying.
He's
Kind of annoying.
annoying. He's an annoying little.
I mean, he was
Beat up
getting
the
bullied.
bully though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
What was
did.
his name? Farkas?
Yeah.
Farkas. I'm gonna go.
Fragile must be Italian.
I'm gonna go Ralphie Underhyped. Okay. I'm gonna go Buddy the Elf Overhyped.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go Kevin McAllister. Hype is real. That's my favorite Christmas franchise there ever was. Is
Kevin McAllister is the coolest mother effer, bro.
Yeah.
Like he was not
Home
worried about
security
nothing.
expert.
We all
Home
thought we were
security
him.
expert.
We all thought we were him.
I told you, in my family, they called me Home Alone. When I was a kid, I
Yeah.
used to lay traps. I used to lay, and not even on Christmas, just random times. Little Hot Wheels cars come to the door, watch your feet. You know what I'm saying? What's the things? The marbles. Better watch your step when you come into my door. Better watch your step. I used to try to make like, I never really made a successful one, but I used to try to make Rube Goldberg machines, which is like the machines like something you hit something, it triggers another thing, triggers another thing, triggers. So I used to try to make those all the time.
So they said for the Home Alone 2
Mhm.
or the Home Alone 2 was Wet Bandits. Oh, they both are Wet Bandits, right?
Yeah, they're sticky
Okay.
bandits, wet
Sticky
bandits.
Bandits, yeah. So the one where the spider goes on what's his name's face, the tall guy.
Yes.
They said that was like that was a real
I
spider.
think that was the first one.
Yeah, and he had to like
Do that mad times.
they had to do it mad times, but they were like, yo, like you have to like get scared and yell, but you can't go too much because if you do, it will bite you. It's not venomous,
shit.
but they were like, yo, it could bite you.
Bite.
And they were like, we can get the stand-in to do it. And he was like, nah, I'm gonna do it. And it was just like, I think that's nuts.
What I learned about Home Alone this week was that Joe Pesci, you know, obviously the great actor he was and the type of movies he made when we were kids growing up,
Yeah.
or just made his whole career, right? And the way his characters always spoke in colorful language, you
Yeah.
know, F-bombs, S-bombs, all the curse words you could. So they were like, you know, you can't, like when he was doing the takes, he was like dropping F-bombs and stuff. And then they were like, you know, you can't curse like that. So that's where he like came up with the like he was like making like the funny noises. and stuff. He's like he wanted to curse,
Yeah.
like he was doing that instead of cursing. So that's like whenever he like stubs his toe or gets caught on fire, he's
Yeah.
like curses like in the like cartoonish way. He's like because he's trying to stop himself from like
What a
dropping
legend,
F-bomb
bro.
Shit,
I love that.
yeah. But we definitely will save some of these other Christmas ones for next week as we get closer to the holidays.
That's right. It's getting
But,
cold out there.
It's about that time of
Have
year.
a holly jolly one.
A holly jolly one. But listen, if you laugh, learn, or question the hype, remember to like, follow, comment, share, subscribe, and remember, till next time, believe no hype. Peace.
Peace.